Hello, hello, hello. It is a Tuesday night, and you all know what that means to the audience. It means that me, Straw Hat Lucas, Jacoby DJ, SSJ8 Cody, and Vexus, the lurking legend, are back for another session of the 3-episode test podcast. How are we doing tonight, boys?
What up, squad? How's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? It's great to be back with the boys. It's been a crazy couple weeks, guys.
True.
Happy to be back here.
Y'all,
It's been a crazy weekend. You were at the cons of Momo.
The
Right?
cons of Momo. Much bigger con than I expected it to be. I thought I was going to a
for
junior
soap,
scrub
who would have
con.
guessed?
And dude,
And
yeah,
you didn't get the crud. You're
I did not get the
safe.
crud.
You seem
Yeah,
healthy.
dude.
Yeah.
I'm feeling good. I'm hydrated. It didn't quite kill me. The weekend almost did. But yeah, no, it was an absolutely fantastic time.
Speaking of the weekend, we're gonna be talking about them later too. So stick around.
Exactly.
Speaking of
Lock that one
MomoCon,
in.
you know,
We're
suds and
killing
all.
it.
Cody had come with me a fun little icebreaker to do in the spirit of MomoCon, since Jacoby went and our homie Kush Daddy in the chat went as well. If there was an anime soap scent like that, or a soap scent that was based off of an anime character that would immediately you would buy that no matter what would it be?
What would you recommend to the people who definitely didn't wash their ass that you smelled this week?
Oh
So
my
I want to
God.
say Yoriichi soap would probably be the best soap. I mean, I feel
It's
like
like
that's where I
the
gotta
Sydney
go
Sweeney
first.
soap. It's got the hole in it.
Yeah.
Ain't
It didn't
no
come that way,
fucking
unfortunately. I don't know. I insert beautiful anime lady here. Genuinely, the con was not nearly as smelly as I expected it to be. I was pretty proud of people. There was a guy walking around with a deodorant bazooka, which
That
was
is
absolutely
hilarious.
legendary. And there were signs
That's
that said,
awesome.
if you can afford a con ticket, you can afford deodorant, which I just
That's right,
love.
baby.
So I think the culture is finally catching up to hygiene, which is really cool to see. We're growing, dude. We're growing. We're progressing.
So I would have a coffee-based scent, and I would base it off the Tokyo Ghoul Coffee House, because man eater. That's real funny, and it's
That's
like,
cool.
Oh, here she comes.
Ooh, honestly, that's great. That's fantastic.
Yeah,
That's a really, really good answer.
I would
actually.
have a very like soft like milk based soap that like helps with the skin,
Ooh,
like exfoliating and stuff
milk-based.
like that. But it would have like scents of like pine and forest green and be called Titania's milk for Plankton Magus.
Wild. Oh my God. That's crazy.
Brilliant,
brother.
actually. Brilliant.
Since I'm the only one here who doesn't switch between absolutely hating or being just kind of casual at isekai, and I stand that shit, and when I have to give it to Truck-kun. It'd be like motor oil fucking smell or something.
Here's why this person's like a man. He's been in the
Yeah,
mechanic shop all day.
What do you got this into, Truck-kun?
Yeah, it's that's I have to give. I just can't think of anything else off the top of my head, and I think that's the funniest answer, so I have to go with it. And who doesn't like the faint smell of gasoline? When it's like really heavy, it's too much. But when it's like across the street, you're just like, damn, okay.
No, man. Like,
I would prefer that over BO any day. You know what I mean?
Valid. I do have a better answer than Yoriichi. I think honestly the soap would have to be Senbon Sakura Kageyoshi. And it smells like little sakuras, dude. And that soap, it just flakes off perfectly.
But
does a little
like,
exfoliating, gets a little deeper scrub than your average soap.
But there's a blind spot. If you're within a very specific point, you can't smell it. It can't affect you. Just like
I mean, this is true. There is, but actually, who told you that there was actually a blind spot? I might have just been misleading you the whole time.
That's so funny.
Misleading Vex with a blind spot? Easy.
Hey!
Too easy, brother.
Quite the blind spot indeed.
So, anyways.
Yeah. Guys, I want to give Jacoby the best beard on the podcast award.
Thank you so much.
No, hold on. I have to give it to my love child, Solo Leveling. Sorry.
Your love child Solo Leveling.
Yeah, my love
Gotta
my
give
love
it.
So
child,
this was the golden segue into the anime awards.
Sorry.
There it is.
Best segue award goes to Lucas.
Wild. Rigged. Absolutely.
Yeah, so if you didn't know, the Crunchyroll Anime Awards, which definitively tells us what anime is good and what anime is bad, has officially given us, what we should watch. It has happened, guys, and as always, it's incredibly controversial. Not gonna lie, boys. From what I've gone through of these, it's pretty much as expected. How
I'm
do you
about to
guys
look it
feel
up
about
now.
it, just like on the surface level?
Same. Like Cody
yeah,
and I
so-
watched it. Cody and I
We were
started,
live.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Boots to
yeah.
you
ground.
know,
First off, I need
It
you boys to break that
was-
down. Actually, yeah.
Yeah,
'cause,
how did that
ooh,
go?
I'm
Yeah.
jealous.
dude, first of all, it started at 4 a.m. my time or
Yeah.
some shit.
It was
So
4 a.m.
that
my
was
time
rough.
for sure.
Yeah.
I was gonna go to bed, and then Cody's like, "It's about to start." I'm like, "Fuck, man!"
Shit.
Like now I gotta. Like he hit
Yeah,
me
it
with
turns
the
out you
trap
don't get to sleep
card.
today. Yep.
Also,
Um,
no, I just got to say this real quick. I'm looking through the awards right now, and just the first one I scrolled onto took me the fuck out. How does My Hero's final season beat Gachi Akata as Anime of the Year? Makes zero sense. Gachi started out hype and just continued the hype through all the way. And
brother,
My Hero's
Gachi
had so
Akuda
many
was not
people-
gonna win anyways. It's
Yeah,
like
dude,
it's
wait.
a
Oh
it's
yeah,
a
Summer
popularity
Hikari's
vote.
died is on there.
No, it like
like-
this is the core. This is what I take massive issue with, and I want to get it. I want to rip the band-aid off right now because there's a lot of great things to talk about from this event, but there are people who are shitting on it, and they are fundamentally misunderstanding the premise. This is a popularity vote. It
Yes,
is not at all
true.
indicative of quality.
Quality,
It's not at all indicative of what is
Write
the
that down,
best
write
of
that
what you, so it's like people need to understand that this is not a personal attack or saying that what you are passionate about is undeserving by any means. It just means that there's a lot of people who all they've seen is stuff like Demon Slayer or Solo Leveling, and those people are obviously going to vote for the things that they have seen.
Mhm.
That's
So
all this
admitting.
means. So
Yeah.
like people actually getting upset about this, I think it's just engagement bait, like legitimately. But when we really peel back through all of that and ignore that minor controversy, I think it was a really enjoyable collection of performances, and it did a lot for the community. I think that the tribute to Nagamine Sensei was like beautiful. I think it was a really, really solid watch. As somebody who went in to hate watch, I went in with negative predispositions, knowing that I was going to be upset by some of this to some slight degree, but I was still able to come out massively enjoying most of what I saw.
That's good though.
I'd love to hear
That's,
that,
That's
dude.
yeah, that's wonderful.
That's
Yeah.
really good.
Who was y'all's favorite performance? There was a bunch of performances there. I mean, there's a lot to talk about in that show. Y'all were definitely hyping it up a lot in the stream the other day. Like I remember getting to watch it last year, and I did not catch like a lot of like super notable performances. It might have just been like the timing and just like they had a lot of technical difficulties from what I remember last year. Like it was a ton of that, but you boys were saying there were some crazy good concerts for this.
My favorite performance was the look back on throughout all of the anime award winners throughout the years.
Sick.
And we got to see two of my favorite Jujutsu Kaisen openings. This is really cool.
Yeah.
And then they transition all the way back to History Maker and they bring Dean out at peak. It was
Yeah,
literal
it was-
absolute cinema.
It was a full orchestral like mashup of like 9 different like Anime of the Year award winners throughout the past decade that led up to a full live performance of the entire song, which was
That's awesome.
I'm not gonna lie, I had goosebumps the entire time, even for some of this shit that I didn't really like. I wasn't super hype on, but it was really, really phenomenally composed. A bunch of live musicians absolutely killing it. Anyone in that room, I think that's a bucket list item checked
Yeah.
off. That is like
Yeah.
that is
That'd be so cool to be able to be in
legendary.
the room for something like that, dude.
I do have-
I
yeah.
was really excited for like Porno Graffiti did really well. They put on an amazing live show. And I, as somebody who you can go back and watch the VODs, I was not the biggest fan of My Hero's final season. I think it's good. I think it was way overhyped. And spoiler alert, I don't think it was deserving of some of the awards that it got. But when Porno Graffiti played the theme song for the final season, I was so squishy, man.
Dude,
I had
yeah.
tears in my eyes.
That theme
It
song
was
gets
really
me so
good.
squishy, man. That would have got me.
The fact that they played the day right before doing it, so it's a the very first My Hero opening into the final one, like back
Oh,
to
it was really
back
good.
like that, was a
Phenomenal.
phenomenal like
As part
experience.
of it was also My Hero's also celebrating its decade, #decades. Like a
Anniversary.
celebration, just like the Crunchyroll Awards. So like that was like really poetic. I loved that. Asian Kung Fu Generation was hype. I don't think they put on the best show ever, but like they're all unk status like us at this point. They've been killing it for 25 years. It was still really cool to see Haruka Kanata live, like on stage. That was so fucking cool, man. I had chills as soon as I heard the opening riff. But we got
I remember saying, I said while we were watching it, we were watching like, oh, what is Asian Kung Fu generation gonna play? It's like Haruka Kanata. Just kidding. There's no way they play that. Yeah, I was like, oh my god,
that's sick.
Yeah, but we absolutely have to shout out.
Oh, go ahead, Vex.
Real quick, there's one more massive thing that needs to be said about the performances, which is Yoko Takahashi, who absolutely fucking killed it. She still got it, and performing Cruel Angel's Thesis.
Damn! Every time she does that live, it gives me chills, brother.
Dude, yeah.
I saw Cody ascend like 4 times during all of that. Like he was in space. I myself was like feeling it, but that's his number 1 anime, and I know he was just fucking vibing, man. And that was the fact that she still got it, you know. Like,
No, what I was going to ask is, Jacoby, how do you feel with your favorite anime of 2025, Togen Anki, just not getting any representation? What? Not even a nomination. I mean,
dude, I've got to say, I'm pretty hurt about it. If you guys don't know, Togen Anki is such a great anime that it also got screenings at MomoCon. You know, not only could you watch it from the safety of your home, but you could also spend money to go to a con and sit in a panel and watch Togen Anki. And if that doesn't tell you how popular it is and how deserving it is of every award that it could have been nominated for, I don't know what else would. And I just gotta say, I'm pretty disappointed. You know what I'm saying? Classic. You know, corporate Crunchyroll bullshit just kind of ruining, you know, the love of my life, Togen Anki.
Memes aside.
Memes aside, I actually don't like Togen Anki. I have rejected it. But they did, in fact, have a screening. They did actually have a screening of that at MomoCon, and that kind of blew me away. Like who chose that? Like, who was the one who was like, Togen Anki's the one that we need to show? That's so crazy to me.
Memes aside, I think what I'm happiest about is the fact that a lot of things that were absolutely deserving did get the recognition of at least being in the nominations. And one specific thing that I'm very passionate about did actually take home quite a few awards, which is Apothecary Diaries. Very happy to see that. Very excited for the movie and for the start of season 3 later this year. I think it's absolutely deserving. And that restored a little bit of my hope, you know, in the community at large, because I didn't think it was that popular. Like, I knew it was quality. I didn't think it was that
Diaries
popular.
Is popping, dude. It really is. Like, and I'm happy to see that. Like, it's good. Like you said, it's good seeing anime like that really starting to rise up. And dude, I just realized how many awards it took away. Like, that's super impressive.
Quite a few.
Super deserving. I know I voted for it for a lot of these categories. So.
Even just the nominations that it was up for, it's like that alone is enough of like something to be happy about as a fan. But like the fact that it took a lot of that home, that's pretty solid. I'm pretty happy about that. And I honestly think that like most of the rest of it was just to be expected. Like top action anime, you know, I'm not surprised Solo Leveling took it because of just how many people were very, very impressed by it. And that might have been one of the 3 things they watched last year. So like,
dude, I mean,
I'm fine with
with what it's going against. Like when you think about like what like in a 12 episode season, how many episodes of that season was was straight fighting? Like when it comes to action, I genuinely do think Solo Leveling, like it's either Solo Leveling or honestly Kaiju number 8 that had the best action as far as just front to back in the total amount of episodes that are being included in this. I mean, look, everyone wants to bitch about Solo Leveling having no story. What is the one thing it definitely has? Action. So
and the studio cooked.
They cooked. Like that shit looked great. So
you can shit on the source material. You can shit on how like derivative some of the plot is and stuff like. I don't care. But like when you look at the actual fights we got, they were quality. They were very enjoyable. They were very well animated. It deserves a bit of praise for the one thing that it really promised to deliver on, and it did. Yeah. So I am not upset about that at all.
I have to say, it's kind of surprising to me. I saw that Lazarus won Best Original Anime. That kind of surprises me. If I mean, because obviously it's MAPPA, so it's got to be popular. But the fact that it's an anime that's originally made for legitimately just Adult Swim.
Win.
Like that's kind of surprising, especially when Digimon Beat Break, which was fucking very well
Yeah.
received
Well,
throughout all of
I
last
think it
year.
got the
Like, you know what I mean?
legacy. It got the legacy votes because
Mhm.
it's a Watanabe thing.
Yeah.
It's like the
Yeah.
same
Yeah,
guy
of
who
course.
did Shampoo and Cowboy
Cowboy
Bebop.
Bebop.
Like a
Yeah.
lot of the diehards, the cult fanatics are coming out of the woodwork to vote for it. And I have not
That's exactly what I
personally
think,
seen it,
Neither have
but
I.
it's been on my list for a while. And from the clips that they showed, that shit looks gas.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
I just watched the trailer. That's why
Yeah.
my fucking computer blinded me for a second. But I just watched the trailer for it, and I was like, "This looks amazing." I remember Watanabe was going to like be making a new series.
Mhm.
I forgot it had
Yeah.
even come out. If I mean, because there was just so much last year. You know what I mean? Like
It
everything
was definitely on my
flooded.
list last year, but yeah,
Yeah.
it got drowned out by everything. It got
Exactly.
mixed reviews online wise, and obviously take all of that with a grain of salt because it's normally the the mad minority
chuds.
who's super loud. But that being said, like definitely was one on my list. I will say that like when you look at the other ones it was going against, like personally I voted for Zenshu in this category. I thought Zenshu was amazing and really good. But like even with Digimon on there, I would have pointed to Digimon being the most popular one probably on
Yeah.
here. But dude, like Apocalypse Hotel, I hate to say it, like Mobile Suit Gundam isn't super big right now. I don't
No.
know anything about Moonrise. And I didn't see anyone talking about Zenshu or Digimon for real. Like outside of this podcast, I heard no conversation about Digimon. And not to say
I
that
did.
if I didn't hear it, it didn't exist, but I just
Yeah.
didn't see a lot. And I did see a lot of conversation about Lazarus, specifically for what y'all said, all the
Mhm.
legacy stuff. Like the people who worked on it, it just made waves just for the conversation.
Yeah.
alone.
I'd heard a lot of conversation about Beat Break all over. Mostly, if I'm being honest, I'm in a lot of anime groups on Facebook. They
Yeah,
loved
yeah.
it. Like they were
No,
blown
no,
up about
and I'm
that shit.
happy to hear that. Like,
Yeah.
it's gotten nothing but good reviews from you guys as well. So, like, I
I need
truly
to
believe it.
remind
Quality
you.
is there.
I need to remind you who makes Beat Break. You're contractually obligated as a Toei employee.
That's
You have
true.
to-
Jacoby's just blowing
Jacoby,
fucking
you
smoke.
have
This
to.
son of a bitch.
Yeah, you have.
Honestly, we were robbed.
I'm done.
Mappa not only hey, don't forget about what Mappa did to its employees. I'm just saying.
We have to
You haven't heard about that from Toei. I'm just saying. At what
Jesus
cost did Lazarus get to win? Was it worth it? I'm not sure. I would like you guys to make your own decision there. But just think a little more critically.
Listen, all I'm saying is that the Lazarus effect. There's no Toei effect. One of those has a movie after them.
This is crazy. But overall, nothing that I wasn't kind of expecting. The biggest upset for me specifically is that my anime of the year could not qualify because it was not predominantly produced by a Japanese company. But To Be Hero X is the biggest snub here.
Yeah.
I also
Yeah,
think,
without a doubt.
I also, as somebody who's very much more passionate about music than I am about anime, I think that the best score award, we're absolutely fucking clowning ourselves if we think that shouldn't go to Chainsaw Man. I'm just saying.
Who did that one
I don't
go
know.
to?
It's like,
I'm checking it
who
right
won
now.
it? Yeah.
It's Demon Slayer.
Oh yeah.
They didn't
That
do
was-
anything
that
in
one
Demon
does hurt
Slayer.
me.
I was mad.
I
That
think
one
no,
does hurt
even
me.
I
even
guarantee
if we
that
don't
got voted
hold
for
on.
because the Infinity Castle
Because
theme
it's
became
popular.
a fucking meme. No, because
No,
it
no,
became a meme.
but
all
even if
over
we
TikTok,
don't-
dude.
even if we
That's fair.
don't count for the pool scene, one of the most immaculate compositions we've gotten in anime history.
All
But
right.
then also looking at Kevin Penkin on Apothecary Diaries did such a fucking phenomenal job as well. So for Demon Slayer, something that outside of memes, I cannot even name a single track from. Taking that is actually something I was pretty salty about, but yeah, it's whatever, you know.
I will say like looking over it, I think that's really probably my only gripe. Like, Lucas was saying he was a little disappointed about anime of the year. I think like honestly, I fully expected My Hero to get it in the first place. And secondly, I
Yeah.
think it deserved it. I personally as a My Hero fan and someone who is a fan of many other things on this, I think I mean, dude, it just closed out its series. It got anime of the year as a series finale. Like and I thought it was so well done overall.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Talk
it
your
came back from
shit.
odds
Yes,
and everything.
boy.
And you can see like I also have some critiques about that season. It wasn't perfect, but dude, I genuinely loved it. I
Yeah.
felt like a kid again. And like you said, it should have gone to Gachiakata, but Gachiakata got best new series.
Yeah,
so I
exactly.
think
That's what I was about
that's
to
a
say,
fair
too.
trade.
I think so
Like,
as well.
super fair trade. Like Gachiakata 100% deserves
And
best new series.
It beat out
and-
some very like solid fucking
Dude, yeah,
stand-ins
yeah,
for
some-
best character design, like Gachiakata did. It beat out Apothecary Diaries, Don to Don, One Piece, like
Yep.
Cody's favorite, My Dress Up Darling. Like that's
I've never even watched season 1 yet.
It is
You
really
should.
No,
It's good, yeah.
it is. I do have to say though, as just a massive One Piece fan, it's kind of frustrating how limited One Piece is now, to where basically it's just only ever gonna win Best Continuing Series, but it's always gonna win Best Continuing Series. It's kind of
agreed.
just locked in its own place, and
When
now
they
kind
were
of doesn't even
reading-
fit in the conversation, which is kind of weird and frustrating at this
Especially with
point.
the new sound design,
When they
which
were
this will
reading
come
the
into play next
nominees-
year. Like,
Fact.
but I
Yeah,
feel like
yeah.
the new sound designer should get
It'll
a
never
chance to
win
be
that.
nominated.
It should
But
get a
when they
chance
were
to be
reading the
nominated. but it
nomities
ain't
for
gonna win.
best returning season, I was just like, just stop at One Piece. Like the first
Yeah,
thing
just
you read
stop.
off,
It
that's all
has
you.
to be
We're
One Piece.
wasting our time. This
Yeah.
should just be called the One Piece Award.
The
Yeah,
One Piece
exactly.
Award,
Nobody else is
obligatory
ever gonna
praising
win it.
Oda.
Yeah.
Yes.
And honestly, if they just made it the honorary One Piece award, like I that makes more sense, because that's one of the categories that just genuinely is just an unfair one.
Yeah,
But
agreed.
dude, shout
I
out
also-
ReZero getting best isekai. I
Yeah,
want to
hell
shout
yeah.
that out
It
because
wasn't even
is
close.
the-
It
because
wasn't
it
even
is
close.
the best isekai.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like,
actually, shout out to Campfire
it wasn't
Cooking
even close.
in Another
Campfire
World.
cooking. What do you mean?
I was gonna
Beck?
say, like,
Not
hold
even
on,
close.
dog.
Not even close.
It's not even close. I want to give flowers to it getting nominated, though. I think that's really
that is
cool.
true.
A 10
That
out of
is
10
true,
anime
yeah.
getting
That's
nominated.
all I'm
dude,
trying to
we're
say.
hype on it.
Yeah,
No,
I think
Cody,
it was
for real,
a pretty.
though, like, genuinely.
It was a pretty mid-year for Isekai, though. 2025. There were
Yeah,
only
yeah, it
like
was, it
3
was.
good
I mean,
ones. So it's
the
like
guy's pretty mid. Ooh,
wild.
I feel so seen
but-
right now, Cody.
He says in front of the blind man. That's crazy.
While my camera's off.
While his camera's off. I also think Shisui absolutely got snubbed. Bakugo is not a better side character than her, and he never will be, and that's just a fact. That's something I was also kind of salty about, but it is what it is. It's popularity vote more than anything.
Yeah. That one is a toss up. I can't, that was a pretty crazy fucking section in general, because like Engine's such a badass, Turbo Granny goes crazy, like that was a tough one. But yeah, the popularity.
Dude,
vote
I
definitely
actively
was that one.
wept at the end of Apothecary Diaries season 2. None of the others got even close to me. So it's like that character was so phenomenally handled, and I adore them. And I don't know, but again, it's not indicative of quality. It's about popularity. We did already talk about how popular Apothecary Diaries was, even though I wasn't aware of that. But it's compared to My Hero, it's like, come on.
yeah, exactly. It still pales in comparison. Yeah, it's interesting. I think the Demon Slayer one is just like the biggest one that I would have to just point to, of like, man, that's a little frustrating. That just the pure, but the movie of the year I expected, but like,
see, I expected Razork to win. If I'm being honest with movie of the year,
but it just didn't do the
Everybody
numbers.
did.
It's when you do 20 million versus 300 or like 500 million. You know what I'm saying?
Of
like,
course.
It's just like,
but when
like,
you look at the
Demon Slayer's
score of
biggest
what
anime
Demon
movie in
Slayer
history.
did,
It's the biggest anime movie in history.
That is true.
but when you look at the score, it's just like it doesn't even compare. Like score wise, it's just like,
score-wise,
what did
you're
Demon
absolutely
Slayer
right.
do?
That it does not,
But-
and that's
but
what I was saying. It does not deserve
But
it.
again,
outside
it's
of
about
just the meme.
popularity.
Yeah,
I get
that's
that,
like all
yeah.
that actually matters, which is
that's the one that hurts.
I saw, Mel has said this in your chats when we were talking about it over in Jacoby's Twitch, link in the description, and has said it in this chat as well. I agree. I am not a big fan of the popularity vote aspect. I think there should be a ranking system implemented. It's
Yeah, I
just
think so as
well.
too much. It's
actually-
too much to ask for after a decade. It's just
That's
Exactly,
exactly
and
the
also
talking
too much to
point.
ask Crunchyroll to do. Crunchyroll can't even fucking put their own anime on their website, let alone
Right.
host a full awards.
That's what I was going to
thing.
bring up, actually, because Mel, like you said, had mentioned it in our chat. I think that's the next best option we get is you need to be ranking these things on their merits, not their popularity. Have a popularity side of things, of course, because, the fans want to vote. We want to have a say in what's what. Maybe have the industry standard and the fucking fan standard. You know what I mean? Like, give these
And I'm
artists
fine
the
with
credit
both,
where
like,
it's due. You know what I mean?
It's like there's an AMAs where it's everything's fan voted, and then there's like the other like music awards for other artists and stuff, where it's all like judged on actual like merits on units sold and other things. So I mean, there
think
could be two separate awards.
Easily.
Obviously, I'm down with that. Obviously, I'm absolutely more leaning towards like a ranking system as opposed to a popularity vote. But like at the same time, I'm just like, I think we're just expecting too much from Crunchyroll. Like it's not
Yeah,
gonna
no, 100%.
I don't think it's actually realistically gonna happen.
If they
I'm
did a
not
ranking
somebody
system,
who
it'd all
supports.
be AI.
Yeah, I didn't actually even vote because I just don't. I don't want to give them my cookies. I don't support Crunchyroll at all. I'm actively praying on their downfall most days. So it's like I just I'd rather like a third party come in and we get a new streaming service and maybe they put on like an actual decent thing. But like what I will say is that this was an enjoyable watch. You know, leave the salt at the table and just enjoy the performances and the vibes and getting to see.
Let it be
tweets
the
from, like,
entertainment it's supposed to be.
like tweets from The Weeknd, who was talking about like having dinner with Miyazaki-san and fucking Yoko Taro. Like that's crazy.
Fucking insane.
Like,
Do you think he's
calling him a LARPer now? When Yoko is posting about him and how cool he was, like that's crazy, dude. That is so crazy.
It's
like
so. I don't know. But one thing I want before we pivot and start talking about actual anime from this year, a bit of a segue, if you will, is what do we immediately think is going to qualify for some of these get nominated or take home an award from this year?
Which hat?
JJK, of course.
Like,
which hat's going to get best new series, and 100%. It's going to be a nominee for anime of the year. Absolutely,
absolutely.
Facts. Yep.
And score, probably nominee for best score.
Sentenced to Be a Hero has to be nominated for new series. I don't think it'll win, but it definitely has to be nominated. If it's not nominated, I would be.
Rooster Fighter will be nominated for best comedy series for sure.
Best opening sequence will go to Damon's because Bound fucking killed it with that song.
Yeah, that is I
do like it. This is actually a much more stacked year for Isekai, but ReZero's still taking it home, and it's not close, I think, right?
So look, I think Slime has a big fan base. I'm not saying it's necessarily like hitting like that, but I do think Slime has a big fan base. So
it's
I think
nominated for sure.
It's nominated for sure. I mean, obviously ReZero like should take it, but I'm just gonna say don't outright count out Slime. Just on the fact of their core fan base rides, dude. They ride.
Do we think Bleach is gonna get the My Hero effect and take home anime of the year just because it's the ending?
Dude, you know what? I wouldn't be mad.
Best ongoing.
Best ongoing
is One Piece. It's just One Piece.
What if it took it? What if it took it?
Yeah.
What if it actually took it?
Guys,
it climactic finale. That would be crazy, dude. But yeah, I do think Mel's right. Damon's and Witch Hat are fighting for best new, but Sentence is up there. But Bleach is probably going to be in there for anime of the year, and I think it's going to be a genuine conversation. I think it will be. But I worry that Bleach is going to win because it just doesn't fucking get the flowers it deserves.
I have to shout out best score potentially going to Fate Strange Fake just because Hiroyuki Sawano is a fucking goat and that shit popped off like crazy style. It's not anywhere near like there's a lot of Fate fans.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, crazy. There's a lot of Fate fans, but I just think it's not so mainstream that it's gonna win. But I need my boy Hiroyuki Sawano to be at least nominated in that category.
Do y'all think Hell's Paradise has a chance to make it for make anything specific?
Man, that might be best opening sequence.
That's what that one had a good opening sequence.
Katani and Baby Metal that actually had like such an
amazing. Pretty fire, yeah. I think I'm excited. We also have to understand that
Fire Force, dude. Fire Force is in here.
Yeah, Fire Force's opening wasn't.
I think
not opening wise. I'm just saying like this.
I think Fire Force is going to be nominated a few times. I don't know if it's taking anything home though. Like respectfully, as somebody who's a big fan, I just don't know.
I sadly don't think it will either.
We do also have to understand Apothecary Diaries season 3 will start at the end of this year, and we saw how popular it was. So if they can maintain what they put out in the past 2 seasons, it's probably also going to.
Clover's coming back this year, guys.
Holy shit, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Lots to be excited for.
Yeah, dude. But, dude, next year's anime awards are actually going to be kind of ridiculous just conceptually. You know what I'm saying? Because, dude, wow. We have some heavy hitters, dude. 2026 is, going crazy right now. We're not even halfway through quite yet. Yeah. And we are just going nuts with this anime.
None of us mentioned Frieren?
Yeah. It ain't winning, dude. It ain't winning.
Honestly, that wasn't a good enough nominated. It's gonna get nominated for 7 different things. I don't think it's gonna beat out a lot of what we got. And I love that series
Of
with all of my
course.
heart, but season 2 did not deliver
It's
on the
just
same
solid.
levels.
Best I can
as
give you
season
is
1.
best female
Yeah.
voice acting performance in English.
Well, that is
'Cause
something to
Free Run
say
always
because
did
there
that.
was a lot of there were a lot of different awards given out for a bunch of different voice actors
Yeah.
across
Yeah.
like a bunch of dubs. So, it could be possible
Dude,
that Free Run does take some stuff home.
People love
Yeah.
Akaza's voice acting in every
Fuck
fucking language
that.
ever,
Ugh.
apparently.
Yeah, that's what I saw that too. I was looking at that and I
Akaza
was
just
like, I
had
feel like
the
this is just
definitive best
fucking
voice
wild.
overall. That's so wild.
But
He won
that's
like
enough
4
about
of them,
that,
man.
y'all.
Like
We this has been the most tapped in I've been for an anime awards ever because we started our podcast last year. Obviously, I watched almost everything that got nominated. So,
yeah.
but we got to talk about some spring anime. First on the list for tonight, boys, we are talking about Demons of the Shadow Realm. Holy shit, man! This series got crazy in the past 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Like, we left off on the cliffhanger last time, where she was talking about how she died twice, and we finally understand like what that shit actually means. And these past 2 episodes were actually insane. A lot was accomplished. Does anyone have any first thoughts they want to spit?
I'm having a great time watching this, even though I'm 1 episode behind. This is genuinely one that I am looking forward to quite a bit. I just wasn't able to catch up to all my anime this week, but the backstory with Homegirl was crazy. I love the way they depicted that like Skull Road, like it's just the aesthetic of that entire moment was just so it just oozed like artistic quality. I don't know. I just was geeking over that scene. Not only for the information being given, but just like how freaking cool that setting was. And I gotta say, just like art style wise and everything, like I love the design of this anime / manga, like this world, dude. Like honestly, I mean, they're 2 for 2 for their character designs and everything. This is fire.
I'm really excited. Like for one, I'm pretty sure it was Mayumi Tanaka who was voicing the break lady, like in Purgatory or whatever. So that's cool. That's gas as hell. Seeing just the absolute goat step into some more roles. But like, so we're led to believe there's another one of those worlds that has the person who has Seal. So I'm like, and I'm very. It's setting up some really interesting concepts. It's building more on the concepts we were a little bit confused about, and like seeing Dara pull up and like just like some of the conversations that were had were just like exactly what needed to be said for me to be fully bought in. I've been lingering on the fence, not knowing how to feel about X, Y, and Z, not knowing how invested I should be, or if I should just like sit back. And like, I'm the kind of person in my life where I don't necessarily want to think so much. I just want to know, but I'm happy when something is thought provoking. And this has just been towing the line perfectly of giving me just enough to keep me invested.
I'm scared to say anything.
Majorly invested.
Because I've obviously ahead a bit from you guys. The flashback though with Yuri, the male protagonist.
You said Yuri.
I did. Yuri on Ice. No, but the flashback with him and like seeing that when she was talking about what had happened to her and how she had died and how the bandit that came after him as a child and tried to stab him in the eye just as she had been stabbed in the eye and everything. It really shows how well he's understanding exactly what she's talking about. And it makes a moment that happens in the episode after that one, the one that came out just a couple days ago, really more poignant without spoiling anything for Jacoby. I'm gonna be real, boys.
Dude, I'm so because that was a cool moment. Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm gonna be real. I'm reading the manga again. I just got up to where I'd already read before. I'm going to be reading past it. I do have a worry about this series, but I'm going to talk about that after we get a little bit more thoughts on these most recent 2 episodes.
Cody, how you feel?
Boys are finally covering Yuri on the pod.
Yeah, we're so excited.
Let's go.
Yuri, master of the left and right and the front. Sorry.
Whoa.
Surprised you didn't say top and bottom.
Yeah, fuck, I missed an opportunity. But yes, Cody, what do you think of these last 2 episodes, brother? Adaptation wise.
These last 2 episodes, there was something I was really excited to talk about that got shown in this latest episode. So I am
earmuffs, Jacoby.
All right, bet.
Yo, dog. When the Kagamori author showed up and they finally like had their power, because when I'm current, I've read ahead, and I was like, man, how are they gonna adapt this power into the series because of how like manga focused it is, and it just fucking works.
Yeah, he's so good.
Perfectly.
Him and his brothers.
I had made a tweet about like one of the biggest strengths of Demons is its ability to blur the lines on its character writing and not knowing where the moral area stands from all of them, and having to have that understanding of like how all of these characters think, and like as a D&D player thinking above table like that and seeing how these characters and how the author is thinking of everything is so fucking perfect. And I love the interactions between all of them. It's so fucking funny to see. Like when also went to go take the picture and Dara's just like, like that shit was so fucking
now that Jacoby's not here anymore, fuck Jacoby. No, I'm joking. What I was gonna say is the poignant moment I'm talking about is him breaking down and being like, it's her. You know what I mean?
Dude,
who's making
there
her
were so
feel
many
like
moments.
that?
There were so many moments. Yeah, when he stood on business, he said, I will not run. I will not hide. And she says, you should. You should run. You should. Dude, there were so many good back and forth moments when she's not being a weird Japanese sibling trope. She is such a good character. And I love that. But it's like, it's a little tough sometimes when she's just getting all goo starry eyed over her brother. And I mean, I get it. It's not intended to be creepy, but it's just like, I don't know. That to me, I can't wait for that to not
It's definitely never felt creepy to me, because it's also like, man, I've had this estranged sibling that I know exists and I've known since I was a child, because you have to think Asa
I don't
was
think
there.
It's creepy, but I think the fact that it was her only character defining trait until we got more characterization from her, and they really hammered it home with like 9 different scenes. I counted 9 different scenes of her goo gagoing, and I'm like, that okay, we can do it once or twice. We don't need to do this often.
You get it. The reason she's like that is because you have to think about when they were separated as well. She was so little, and like
I understand, but I don't need it 9 times.
But it's also with that, you have to think with the work that's being adapted, with them showing it is a monthly manga, so they are adapting it. I saw him put his headphones on slowly, and then they come off.
You're good, Jacoby.
You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good.
Cool.
You're good. You're good. I'm not talking about anything, but it's just like Damon's is a monthly manga, and so how they are adapting it, and actually seeing how they're choosing to end episodes and wearing to like, you know, not in the middle of like where typical chapter breaks are, because we as our One Piece fans, we are normal to our overlords and gods, Toei, for giving us 1-to-1 chapter adaptation. I love that. Praise be. But
it's
really interesting to see how that's all faithfully adapted. I like it a lot.
And with
I don't want to sound like a hater. I'm not. I'm very much enjoying it. It's just there's like, the thing is that it is off-putting when we get 9 different instances of this thing. We only need to see it once or twice. But if it's being faithful, I can't fault it for that. So that's fine. But I just am very, very, very pleased to be immensely bought in on both of these vastly different characters.
Yeah.
And seeing the way that they have come to similar ideologies through different paths, and like it's being really, really well handled, like the whole night and day aspect, and I fuck with that. I love that.
Yeah, I have to kind of mirror something what Cody was saying here, is that the way that they're adapting the chapters is very interesting. I reread what I'd already read up to, like I said, I'm back to where I was before I quit reading the manga, and like they'll end in like the first 2 pages of a chapter sometimes in an episode, and then pick right up around there as well.
They're kind of just flowing with where they need to end as opposed to where these chapters end.
Exactly.
There's like, you know what? This is a good
really
spot. Cut it here because it's about to get crazy.
Yeah. I did, like I said, I had a bit of an issue with something. Well, it's not really an issue with the series at all. I love the series. I think it's doing really well. That's why I'm going to be reading it and reading ahead past of what the season's going to be covering. Is I'm scared it's going to be just like 2003 Full Metal Alchemist, where it has a completely, in my opinion, botched ending compared to what the original manga delivered.
My question to you,
we're gonna have to get Damon's
because,
Brotherhood. Like,
my question to you then is that
fast?
After Arakawa has seen what happened to their previous work, do you not think they would approach this a bit wiser?
Yes, I would, but at the same time, like Cody said, it is a monthly manga. Oh, Cody is back. I will take off his little screen.
I'm back.
Yeah, okay. It is a monthly manga, and there's only 51 chapters as of date, and we're going to be getting 24 episodes. They're adapting about 1 to 1.5 chapters per episode. They, in the first 6 episodes, adapted the first 8 episodes. So a standard pace, or in the first 6 episodes, adapted the first 8 chapters. So a fairly good pace for the manga, but this is a 24 episode season. That's over half of the story that we have in print at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I think that with the significant enough delay in between now and season, because we're getting
That's
consecutive course,
if I'm being honest.
that there's probably going to be enough room to breathe before they can start production on the next one. And I don't know how long the series is going to be, because I have no idea of any concept of what the story contains outside of what the anime has shown me. I haven't read it, but I think that I don't know if I would be necessarily too worried, simply because Arakawa has seen what happened to one of their IPs, a ridiculously, insanely, like, world-class, title as far as anime goes, like in the of all time category, like the best, right? There's no way that they let and I did not mind O3. Obviously it doesn't compare to the true story, but
clarify for just 1 second. I do like the O3 Full Metal Alchemist. It's what got me into the series, and like I said, you guys know, I've said it multiple times on the podcast. I was weekly with Full Metal, or I think it was monthly release as well, but I was monthly with it when it finished. You know what I mean? So I do like,
but it was a mishandling, regardless of the quality.
Exactly. So yeah,
I don't think they're going to allow for that again. Decades later, hashtag decades later. So I don't think we should worry about that until we get further.
Yeah. So
I see.
Mel,
I see the criticism.
The Concrete of Shambhala. Sorry, just real quick. I did watch that
you're
movie.
good, brother. Go ahead.
Did not make the original ending better for me. Made it kind of worse, if I'm being honest. Go ahead.
Oh my god.
No. Just saying. I do see the worry. A 24 episode season is a crazy way to start with a manga only having 54 chapters or whatever. I do still think that's a valid concern, but to Vex's point, they probably won't let that happen, which honestly just means that we might just hit a 2-year break in between season 1 and season 2. This might be one of those anime, or dude, that'd be
good old filler arc.
What I would be cool with. So hear me out. Not a filler arc, but give us a year in between and give us a filler movie. Just give us a non-canon movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That maybe just somehow expands more on like some other daemons that didn't really get to shine or something like that. But give it the time to cook is really all I'm getting at.
Well, and see, like, I would be okay with that, and I think you're right. I think really what it comes down to, I'm gonna look at their name just so I make sure I pronounce it correctly, because I don't want to disrespect them, especially with what I'm about to say. It's Arasawa, right? Arakawa. Thank you. I didn't get to look it up. I'm not gonna lie. So with Arakawa, I enjoy the writing style a lot. Obviously, like it's something that kind of stuck with me during my formative years. I've reread Full Metal several times, and I just know that several decades now, several for decades. But I really just want to make sure that their work isn't tainted again. Honestly, like and I don't think O3 is a tainting, and that's just the best word I could come with in the moment, But
it's definitely a mishandling, but I don't think that means it's bad.
It diverges so far against the story that she had written up to that point. Like Sloth becoming the boy's mother makes no fucking sense at all. Like, I'm just gonna be real.
I think that if worst case scenario, I feel like that they would probably just be involved with the anime, and
Yeah.
if we did get something that was anime canon, that would eventually be written into the manga. Like, I think that if anything, that's what would happen. I just don't see a world where they let another one of their series get an alternate ending.
Yeah.
You know, like, I just don't understand.
Hopefully
That
not,
would
yeah.
make zero sense to me, but who knows?
But I hope my
like,
worry is like valid. Not valid, but you know what I mean? You guys can see my point with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I definitely can see your point there. There's something to worry about there, but it should, for all
Exactly.
intents and purposes, be handled well. But you know,
Yeah.
shit gets fumbled all the time.
Exactly.
So,
And I think
you were
Mel
saying
put it
how
best in the chat real quick. I don't want to see the creative intent of the work defiled. Is really what it
yeah, and you said that this has been a very faithful adaptation up until this point. So again,
Yeah.
I just don't see them not sticking to that. But who knows? You know, only time will tell. But I think at least for season 1, we are worry free. Season 2 is another story, but we'll get there when we get there.
Yeah.
Speaking of season 1s, and ridiculously good adaptations. Holy shit, y'all! Witch Hat is
I'm reading.
Actually crazy. Actually
Dude,
insane.
After the
2
season,
episodes that we just got.
I'm reading after the season. I've already decided, boys. It's in. It's locked in. Oh my god, what is he gonna ask Keyfree? What do we think, boys? What's he gonna ask?
Witch Hat Atelier, guys. Witch Hat Atelier. First off, yeah, that's where we're at. If you spoilers ahead, because we just have to. Yeah, I don't know. I am so stressed. These 2 episodes have me so freaking stressed. It's crazy, dude. Witch Hat's popping off. Like the hype has never been more real for something like this, dude. Oh my god. How do y'all feel about Keyfree? Where are we at? Like,
I think he's a renegade. I think he is
renegade.
I think he had the road to hell is paid in good intentions, whatever the fucking saying is. Sorry, go ahead, Cody.
Hype shit.
I think Keyfree is like he's like a lone wolf that is going to start off his own third faction, and I think the goal is to see which of the girls are going to stay with Keyfree and which of the girls are going to go off to the Great Hall with the other magicians. And what's his nuts? Telltale or Tartar.
Tartar.
Tarta.
Sounding like me right now.
Yeah.
Just like me for real.
There's but
you don't like
I
tartar
wonder.
sauce. It got pickles.
I do love tartar sauce, though. I ain't gonna lie, boys.
I could definitely see like the juxtaposition of like this series getting a lot darker, a lot faster, and I'm very worried about. Rip that Band-Aid off. Tower of God.
Oh.
Redo of a healer.
Oh my god.
Berserk.
I'd lose it all.
Girlfriend.
Okay, hold up. Whoa.
Give me some emotional devastation. Pull a pun on me.
I think I'm excited not just for these big like moments, but for the more slice of life shit. Not just because I'm in my slice of life arc right now, but also because like they're doing a lot with these throwaway bits, like with Tetia and Richie talking about the way that they feel magic, and with Coco talking about like my path has been laid out for me, and us understanding more about what the 3 wise ones had done after the pact to set up the pentacle. That it's like we have these clear hurdles in sequential order to mark out exactly what we need to work towards to either accomplish, or it's like some form of subversion that we're going to be getting. And I love that clear roadmap. I love the way that it's all being written out. It's also every single one of these things, like the consent of the crown and the Tower of Tomes and all that. It's like they all have this form of alliteration to it, which makes it feel like prose, like very deliberate. And we're in a series in a world where magic is art. And so I'm just like, there's so much more depth to every single one of these, like, even these smaller interactions. But obviously there's some big shit that happened, like with the shared bottle spell. And
the shared bottle.
I'm loving.
So intrigued, man. Like,
I'm loving all of this. Literally all of it. Not just the hype, but like even the chill. I'm loving it.
the way they laid out the boy being colorblind was just such an immaculate scene. Oh my god! Like, I felt super
Yeah.
seen because Vex, I know you might not understand, but like I'm colorblind. It's something I have to deal with every day of my life, and but like jokes aside, no, that shit was such a good scene.
I only know them by the position on the shelf.
I only know them by the position on the shelf, and I can't wait to see like more of that kid because obviously that's like kind of showing us how a lot of people are around magic, but like there are some hard barriers to this stuff, and it'd be really interesting to see him come up with some kind of like legitimate like black and white magic or something like that. Like it'd be interesting,
Well, to get back to the initial question at the start of where I got too hyped up and asked the question right out the gate. What do you think he had? Because I think he's going to ask Kiefer if it's possible for him to learn magic while being colorblind.
No, he's going to ask what the fuck happened to his
Happened to his
grandpa's
dad.
memories.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
there's
that's-
no question.
Well,
That's what he's going to
I
ask.
tried not to think about that.
Yeah, no, he's good. Yeah,
I'm a
because
fucking
he
idiot.
knows.
Brother, what are you on?
A lot of THC.
That's crazy. Oh man, he just watched the episode through shorts.
that's what it
Like,
was.
no, I'm kidding. But,
Like me.
that's like the thing is like I at the cliffhanger there, I was like, if anything happens to Tarta after the way they set up making me specifically and apparently Jacoby feel about him in a relatable manner, if anything happens to this boy with the thickest accent in the entire series,
Dude, for
I
real.
will never forgive.
Put the position on the shelf.
I will
Oh
never
yeah, his
forgive
name's totally
Kiefer.
not Mark.
He's on the third floor. Literally, that's a direct
Grandpa.
quote. That's a direct quote.
It is.
What happened
is-
to your
I-
memories?
I'm stimming turd
I
like
was watching-
crazy.
I was watching with Kush Daddy,
Sorry.
and like literally when he said that, I was like, on the what floor now?
Yeah.
What?
Dude, this is the turd up test right here, boys. What do you mean?
Material test. Material test.
Stop. But I'm
No, I
just absolutely adoring like so many of like the shared bottle thing is just such a the implications that were established
Yeah.
surrounding
It's the
it,
implication.
like it's the implication. No,
That's the
But,
implications.
it being a way for people who were like very very into healing and wanted to help literally just to help and
Yep.
could not do that with fear of persecution because casting spells on a person is now forbidden.
Yes.
With this being a backdoor for them to be able to do good things that they specialized in, they sought out to do these things to make the world a better and safer place. Like, this is me kind of just waxing poetic about it, but like healing magic is forbidden. They could not take this kid, or they had to take this kid to the hospital because these Knights Morales, who absolutely could use healing magic, were like,
Mhm.
yeah, it's against the law. And like, it's just really making me question the morality of everything. Obviously, we're supposed to
Exactly.
be on the fence about Keyfree. Obviously, we're supposed to feel a bit opposed to the way that the Knights Morales do things. But like thinking to the Three Wise Ones and the Pact and all of this stuff that seems
There's
like
reasons
ancient
for all of
history
this, for
at this
sure.
point. It's like and now I'm feeling on the fence about the brimmed hats or cloaks or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck they're called.
Yes. Well, I don't know. I feel like
So-
with Keyfree, I think he's gonna be. I don't know. It's so hard to place him because
What
he's
do you
just
think
those
was
what,
taking
what,
moments
what
of
really
intensity.
bothers me, like the hard line in that one episode of him literally
Yeah.
telling the girls, he's like, do you appreciate how many people's memories almost had to be wiped because of y'all's mistake? And like
Yeah.
memories are what make
Yeah.
people who they are. And then literally 5 minutes later,
He
homie,
wiped some dude's
n-
memories.
after getting something that he obviously like in a crazy degree wanted, seemingly, then
And
he's
let's
like,
just
all
talk
right,
about
now it's
the-
time to wipe your memories.
Let's
Like,
just
bro,
talk about that. That is the hypocrisy front and center, but it's also exactly what the Knights Morales do, which is hypocritical in a
Yes.
systematic sense instead of
Yeah,
just in
okay,
a one-off
yeah.
sense. You cannot cast magic on a person. What do you think wiping their memory is? It's casting magic on a person,
oh,
on their
shit.
brain, on their
I
memories.
didn't even
The
put
Knights
that
Morales,
together. That's such
who
a
are-
good point.
They're
Holy
literally
fuck.
the people saying you can't
Yeah.
do that. No. And when I finger,
Yeah, and they're
and
doing
they
it to
are
people.
breaking that rule. And
That's
so it's like
that's such a good point.
It's like it's really interesting, and it's like, first of all, how does Keyfree even know how to do that? I would assume it's under lock and key. So my immediate thoughts are he's an ex of the Knights Morales. Maybe this is like a sentence to be a hero situation. He used to be a captain or something. You know, I don't know. Maybe that's like why he has beef with them specifically, because like we know that his beef with them stems from him disagreeing systematically with their methodology, but his greater beef is with the brimmed hats because they apparently took something from him. What do we think that is? Is it his memories?
So
Did
the
he
thing
himself
is, how
lose
does
his
he
memories,
know
or
that
what?
he lost his memories? It would be the
Yeah.
next question, right? Like,
Maybe he took really good notes.
I mean, actually, though, that is a possibility. Like, that is
But hold
actually a
on.
legitimate. I mean, joke. Like,
Could be anything.
It's
yeah.
magic
Yeah.
though. Hold on, it's magic though. If they're removing the memory, removing a written word that was written down about that memory is just an extra step. You know what I mean?
that's
Like,
fair. That's fair.
It's
Actually, yeah. I mean, it's magic that we're dealing with.
exactly.
I don't know.
And we don't
There
know
could,
the
of course,
full
be a
extent
person.
of this magic. We've got hard rules to it, but the way that
Yeah.
they can twist the rules, draw this symbol a certain way, maybe it does this instead. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's
Yeah. So the
we're
other
just
thing I
now
would
learning
think
this.
is looking at how Kiefer had a soft spot for what happened to Coco with her mother,
Yes.
obviously, there in the first episode. So that could be an allusion to the fact that he potentially also has lost his mother, or maybe they are holding her captive for some kind of reason.
But I
Maybe
think
she has
it's-
some type of power or ability that they need, and these, morally gray, law-abiding, enforcers are kind of out here using her to maybe keep some other kind of crazy thing in place. I really don't know. I know I'm reaching, but like
I'll be brave. They're douchebags. They're kind of
Yeah,
douchebags.
100%. Yeah,
100%.
They're not morally
But
great. They're douchebags.
I think that
But they're just being presented that way.
There could be more connective tissue, like you're saying, but I think all that we need, it has kind of been presented in that this is allegedly something that was orchestrated by the brimmed hats. Like whatever happened to Coco, this was a machination of them, because they're like the seed has been planted and shit like this. So it's like this was something that of course Coco is led to believe this is all her fault. It's somebody else's fault entirely. Her
100%.
mother was taken from her, and possibly her father, and it's not her fault. So that could be all of the connective tissue that we need, is that he was scorned by the brim hats, which we see he has generational beef with them for something being taken. So it's like, yeah, I think that might be all we need. Could there be more? Absolutely. I see what you're cooking, but I think we have a bit of enough of a connection. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The amount of aura to have a Keyfree like go out of his way to try to get this glass bead out of the jar, and to be met face to face with the eyeball brimmed hat. Like and just to be so confidently to crush the bottle in front of him and be like, oh well. I mean,
and like he mentioned his aversion to water. He's like, I never fucked with water spells.
Yeah.
Like that's not my thing. And that's the whole reason he had the sword in the first place. So water being the thing that was keeping him from drawing like sigils and whatnot to defend himself in that moment was like really interesting. And I'm wondering, is Coco going to have an aversion to ice? Is she like, I don't fuck with those spells? You know what I mean? And
Dude,
like, is
that tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
We're cooking,
a good one.
y'all.
Dude,
We're
oh
cooking,
my god,
y'all.
you're cooking, brother. Like, what the fuck? That just blew my mind a little bit. Oh, that makes so much sense.
It really. I just wonder how strong or like how ballsy do you have to be to like physically manifest yourself in front of Keyfree? In front of Keyfree, like that's also like the craziest thing to me is like this dude literally had the ball to be like, yeah, I know this is how this is gonna play out, and you ain't gonna do shit about it, and I'm just gonna shrug my shoulders and move on to the next thing. Like I'm so intrigued by like just the amount of like confidence that was instilled in that scene, and like the despair in the tone that was reflected in both I watched this episode twice in Japanese and English, but like the despair in Kiefer's voice when he says, I will get back what is mine. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like it is fucking crazy. How I love this series so much. It's so good.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
fighting
really
every
fucking
urge
fun.
to not want to read. Like I want to read.
Same. I'm it at least once a day. I'm like, I should just look up the Witch Hat Atelier manga and just dive in. And I'm like, no, finish the season first because you're liking watching the anime. And it just, the visuals get better every week. And like, I just guys, this is so good. This is so good. It's gotten up into
there
my
was a moment where they were like running by
our
grass.
top 5 anime so quick.
Oh yeah, dude, yeah. But like, there was like one little scene where they were like running just like by some grass, like flying over the grass, and just like the way that looked, I was just like, Jesus Christ, dude! Like y'all are just putting so much money into every second of this, dude. It's so peak. It really is, man.
So
I'm right there with
good.
you.
And
This has
like
been
Vex,
a treat, an absolute
Vex is
treat.
over here cooking theories and shit like that. I'm just so lost by all these fucking cliffhangers that I'm like,
dude, for real, the cliffhangers are brutal, man.
Man.
How quickly the cliffhanger from I think it's 6 to 7 was resolved.
He said it.
Was resolved was insane. And what's her face jumping up and hitting the mage? Like, oh my god. Oh,
yes, dude.
Oh my god. Like, God, so fucking good, guys.
Yeah, I'm loving Witch Hat, dude. I'm
it's
absolutely
my anime
loving
of the spring. It's my the best spring
easily,
anime out.
Yeah,
easily,
for
yeah.
me,
Like
easily.
it's so fucking good.
I think it is it has teeth. We know that it absolutely is deeper and darker than just like cute girls doing, cute girl things or whatever. It's like it's absolutely more than that. But I think of the more cozy adjacent variety, it is tied for first for me with 100 Scenes of Awajima, which is absolutely killing it. I will not go on too much about it right now. I just want to say, like, I know I told you all you need to give it the 3-episode test. You need to give this shit the 6-episode test. It's fucking phenomenal. It's really good, yo.
Hell yeah, man.
That's all I want to say about that, though.
Yeah.
Respect.
It is so good. Ugh.
Speaking of banger animes,
just real quick, one more thing. Shady in the chat literally messaged me and was like, "You were right. This shit is something else." And I'm happy to put you on, like, because it's for real. Go watch it. Like, I'm serious, 100%. Please go watch it.
Yes.
It was the 100 Scenes. That's it. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah,
I do have this on my watch list.
Shit's peak.
Hell yeah. Is this the one that you're worried about the dub whenever it comes out? Because
I meant to check that out, but I got way too in the series. Gotcha. I want to talk about later. Like,
hell yeah, Shady. Cannot wait. But yeah, we got more peak to talk about. I didn't want to go super in depth. You mentioned it was like your anime of the spring, and I'm like, it's tied for first for me. Yeah. But we got to get to something that still has infinite potential. Now that the prologue is finally over.
Enough time has passed. The intro is over.
Wistoria Wand and Sword Season 2 has hit a new arc, and
I'm starting to see the formula. I'm starting to see Will, I mean Ichigo, I mean Will,
the goat. I think that's what you mean.
Yeah, the goat. Crazy. He's pretty goated, but I'm starting to notice the pattern of, oh man, fuck you, Will. You ain't shit, Will. And Will being like, but maybe I am that guy.
Yeah,
but
what
maybe
if I was him?
But what if I was him?
I loved Jacoby. Are you behind on this one also, or are you caught up?
I'm a little bit behind on this one, but guys, yap away, have fun, dude.
Are you okay with me talking about a moment that happens in the more recent episode?
Yeah. Go ahead. Okay. I'm still invested in the show. I'm loving it still. It's all good.
I love it.
He gets straight up gaslit girl boss gate kept, and he falls ass backwards onto the ground, and we get a really interesting moment from Julius, who's like, "Are you crying?" And it doesn't come from a place of mockery. It comes from a legitimate place of concern. And he starts laughing. And he's like, "Listen, I've been discouraged my whole life.
Ooh.
And whatever you put in front of me, I'm going to overcome that too." And that was a fucking bar. Dude, that was such a good moment. Man. But yeah, I do get what Cody's saying.
Common will W, right?
True,
there, though, right?
True.
Because like that really is like the best thing. Like that's also a main character that I just didn't necessarily expect to like as much, kind of going back to an icebreaker from a couple episodes ago. Like, just like, holy crap, man. Like they present him as this obviously just nerdy, powerless, blah, blah, blah. And like, I knew what we were going to get out of this, but like,
He's such
the
a
way he
Chad.
stands on business and the way, yeah, he is like, dude, he's just such a good main character. He's all the things I like in a main character. You know, he's got that confidence. He knows that he can do this shit. He knows he's smart and can like rely on the talents he already
He's
does
never
have.
beating
And
the he's never beating the Asta clone allegations though, because
he's
like
not.
when we got the fucking like Knights selection exam and whatnot, and nobody wanted him. But then he like strutted his stuff, and then like all of a sudden, like 4 different people were like, well, "Yeah, we'll take him on." Like it's like he's never beating those allegations, but like I don't fault him. Like he's still a good character.
Asta's
Also,
a fucking great main character too. So like, you know what? If Peak is referencing Peak, I'm cool with it. You know?
Yeah, we got new sword who dis attitude going into a new school. We got a lot of cool world building. Clary has some crazy plot. Can I just say, like, crazy plot? But also, I think we finally understand where the name comes from, like Wistoria, because like they called the sword like the Weiss steel or whatever, and like so it's like we're getting like at least one of the syllables of the name of the series being mentioned every other scene now. So I'm like, I think I'm starting to see the vision there, why it's called that, you know.
Yeah.
But these past 2 episodes were actually gas. I was really worried. They haven't done much to answer some of my concerns, but like I am still enjoying what we're getting. I think that this is a really, really solid, just shonen brain off kind of like thing. But it's like there is more depth to it on the horizon. I see that still. You know what I mean?
I just wonder how the development of the of like the general story is gonna go. Like, where are we gonna build Will up from here, or is it just gonna constantly be the formula of we have to turn everyone into thinking Will's a piece of shit so that he can strut his stuff and go through the tower and chat it up? Because it's seeming like going into season 2, it's just feeling like we're kind of rehashing a lot of the same points.
We're kind of running it back. Yeah, they need to find a way to make sure that Will can just be the Chad that he's always been meant to be and just live in that position now. Let him have his actual respect and stuff like that. Because yeah, it could get real formulaic real fast. And again, I mean, you had the worry going into the end of this prologue of like, you know, us losing stakes or it just being, you know, all gas no brakes from this point. And it feels like they found a good way to kind of just put the drama on pause yet again. And now we're back to, okay, let's, you know, build back better and keep this thing going. So I can definitely see those worries kind of starting to bubble up. But from what I've seen, you know, still being a little bit behind, I'm still stoked on this one every week, dude. This one was such a pleasant surprise in the first place, and it's still cooking.
Believers going back.
Yeah, I knew it.
It was I gotta say it, Klutz or you know, douchebag number 2. Fuck him. I hate anyone who gaslights the shit out of Will. They piss me. They actually do such a fantastic job at making actually 10 times worse than Edward. At least there's like a justification for Ed being a douchebag. This guy's just a fucking prick. A prick who wants to use him as a military power. Ugh.
This is the literal gatekeeper of mid. I feel like it's so crazy because look at his Gloria. He is wearing a colorless outfit. None of these other factions took him in, or he has like a special privileged position, but he thinks he's coming in here talking like he's hot shit, but he is like, this guy's acting like he can speak on equal terms to the Magia Vander. And I'm like, dude, you aren't even like, bro thinks he's part of the team.
I'm worried
you don't even go.
I'm worried he's just Ed 2.0, and it's that same fear of like, are we really just like building out another, like, are we setting the pieces for another formula up? And I don't want to like, I love Bleach, but I don't want to have another like, oh, we're not gonna do a Soul Society arc again. Like, it's just not gonna. I want to know what's gonna happen next, or how we're going to develop this other extended cast out and like, not introduce them, but like meld the two together and like actually fill out the world and, you know, drive the point forward, because like we still don't know anything about the two people who invaded the kingdom. We still don't know anything about like why they're trying to bust shit open. We still haven't even right.
Yeah. Well, and that's my thing is like that big overarching story. Like how long is that going to be put on the back burner now? You know, like how much of a pause do we have before the
I think
actual problem looming above us is a problem yet again?
They're definitely accelerating the timeline based off of the events from season 1 and from Terminalia and whatnot. Like they're like, hey, we don't have 6 months to wait for the second thing, whatever the fuck it's called, like the pruning festival or whatever the fuck they called it, the pruning exam. They're like, we don't have 6 months to wait. We lost a lot of good people and we need to like bolster our forces again. You have a week. So they are amping up the timeline, which that kind of shows a little bit of promise in and of itself. Is like, I don't think we're going to get a significant training arc in between now and the next major hurdle. I think we are getting right up to it pretty quickly. But I don't know. I think that this season has just been so unconventional. The first episode back, we see an apocalyptic event. And then 4 episodes later, they're like, prologue's over. And now we're like back to square one, kind of. But it's like, it's not. It's like square 11. You know, we're finally past like the ceiling of like, it's just, it feels so strange.
This shit's a mess.
but it's still formulaic, which is also crazy, right? So it's like, I don't know. I think it's keeping me on my toes. And if an anime can keep me doing that, especially in the shonen category, I think there's some props to be given. You know what I mean?
Isn't this also like adapted from a light novel though? Like, aren't they like
no?
Also,
there is a light novel
adaptations.
There is a light novel, but the light novel came after the manga, and it's only a prequel, and it doesn't cover any of the stuff that we're getting.
But not the prologue.
So like, this is like a faithful adaptation. We have plenty of story to adapt. You think, or is this
prologue?
So the manga came first. And then season 1 came out, and then partway after season 1 came out, they put out a prequel light novel that's like a one-off thing. It's like 8 chapters or something. So there is a light novel, but this isn't like from light novel material that we're. It's like it's a manga adaptation through and through. But it's crazy because like with the eye catchers, there's just like 12 paragraphs worth of lore and these cool intricate like
the light novel per episode.
It's really insane how much detail we're getting. And so I don't know. I haven't read the manga myself, but it feels like a light novel adaptation for sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I can see that.
But I don't know if the manga's even finished. I don't know what the length of it is. Pause.
Yeah,
I'm just enjoying the ride, you know?
Enjoying the ride. No pause. We're not pausing anymore, bro. Wait. You gotta own it, dude. Live in it.
Don't clip that.
Clip that, chat. Where are we, chat? No, definitely crazy, unconventional, man. And not even to say it's a bad thing, but just like it's wild to see that. It's
refreshing.
Yeah, it really is. Like finally, an anime just kind of seemingly doing what it wants, as opposed to what it's supposed to do.
I've been hurt before, so I'm trepidatious at times, but like it continues to be refreshing beat after beat. So it's like, it's me being traumatized from shitty, formulaic shonen tropes in the past that make me worry. But the show has not legitimately given me many reasons to worry. I think it's doing really well in ways that a lot of other shonen can pitfall, and it's doing it in a pretty short amount of time. Like we're like 18 episodes into this entire series, and we've done a lot. You know what I mean?
It definitely is accomplishing quite a freaking bit. It's at a breakneck pace.
There's only 64 chapters. That's kind of crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
Wild.
So this is another one that's, I mean, it might fall victim to the Damon's issue too, you know? It's do we know how many episodes we're getting this season? Is it like your classic 12, or are they saying unconventional with that too? And they're going to be like, you know what? Let's pull a slime and do 54 episodes this season.
It says 12 on like Mal and Annie list and whatnot.
Okay. Word. Cool.
Yep. 12.
Wild. Yeah, we might have a significant gap of, I don't know. We had a bit of a significant gap in between season 1. That was like 3 years almost, right?
No, it was like a year, I think. Maybe 2. Maybe it wasn't that long, was it?
It came out like
Yeah.
I came out in 2024, I think. So it was at least 2 years.
2024? Yeah, about 2 years.
I also looked it up. This manga is
End of
another
2024.
monthly manga, so the
Ooh.
release of it is slower. So it might be another 2 years before we get the next season of it.
Okay.
Wild.
Interesting. But it's a good one.
What's a Don Machi?
Good old dungeon. Or wait, no. That's a is it wrong
Is
to
it
pick
wrong
up
to
girls
try
in a
to pick up
dungeon?
girls? Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Don Machi is from a light novel. Like, there's like so much material to cover there, I think.
That's
But
one
they were
that I
getting,
watched
like,
for a
an
hot minute, but I
adaptation,
just
like
haven't got back to it in a minute.
every 2 to 3 years, they would get an adaptation. So that's what I'm thinking is they'll give us a season, they'll keep adapting it, give them a 2
It's
to
funny
3
you
year
mentioned
break to
that.
keep building it up.
I
and then
think
building
it's
it back
literally
up.
the same author.
Nuh-uh. Really?
I'm almost positive. I could be wrong, but I think Wistoria is literally the same author as Don Machi.
That's crazy.
Pete Griffin Peak.
Yep, he is known for Don
Oh my
Machi.
God.
That's
100%.
wild.
Fujino Omori. Yep.
So, if track record shows.
Oh man. We do have another season of Don Machi confirmed coming out I think next year. I don't think it's this year, but that's also something I'm like on season 4 of that. I also
I'm
kind
somewhere
of fallen
around
off
there
a
too.
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
We can
You
do
know,
that together.
I'm with it, dude. I'm very with it. I enjoyed that series. There's no reason for me to have not gone back other than just time, you know.
But we've
Speaking
been
of going
yapping
back
about
in time,
Fuck. Dude. We gotta
Believers
talk
go
about
back.
we only got one episode, right? Since last pod of
one episode since
ReZero,
last pod.
starting life in another world from zero or whatever the fuck it's called. Jesus, this episode broke me mentally. I don't know what to think, yo. Oh no, I'm literally like I had to talk myself down from a panic attack when the credits were rolling. I was like, what? Are you behind, Jacoby?
I am this one episode behind. I didn't realize I was. For some reason, I thought I had this one.
We only got the one.
I don't want to talk about it, actually, other than the fact that this is the craziest cliffhanger that they've possibly ever left us on.
Really?
I don't know how to feel. I don't know what to think. And I'm just going to cope that this is part of the plan. That's all I want to say.
Oh, God. Because like we
Cody
are at a point,
knows. Cody literally knows what's going to happen, and he hears how distressed I am. He saw me type it in my server when I watched the episode. Like, I'm not okay about this.
With his
potentially.
I'm worried. It's like, ooh, it is in fact bad.
This episode was insane. It was a really good episode. It started out kind of slice of lifey, and then it got deep, and then literally in the last 30 seconds they hit you with the absolute craziest shit you're gonna ever fucking see this season. That's the most
classic ReZero bullshit, though. That is their formula to a T, which is like kind of a reason I love it so much, because like they just leave episodes off like crazy. Like it is so
I just
good
need
at
you to
leaving you
know,
with the moment of like, we are so screwed.
Jacoby, if you need to call me after you're done watching it, I'm here for you, brother.
I'll watch it tonight after. I'll watch it after the pod. That'll be the first thing I catch up on. Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm not that much older than him. We're like the same age pretty much, but
no, it's a George Michael song.
But this was a really fucking it was a much needed episode for the first 95% of it, and then I could have gone my entire life without getting that fucking kind of cliffhanger dropped on my lap. So that's what I've been processing for the past couple of weeks or whatever. Shit's really good though, and I need the next episode. Like, I need it.
Do we know why we only got one episode, or what? Oh, was it the holiday week in Japan?
Golden
Week
was over, so I don't think that it was because of that. I think it was simply just a break in production. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It is an irregular schedule in and of itself. We're getting 19 episodes. It's not just like your typical core structure. So I don't think this is like anything crazy, you know. But it might have been Golden Week related. I don't know. But it was like the week after Golden Week, I think, that they took off. So
Gotcha.
this shit's wild. This shit's actually crazy. It's popping off. This whole season is insane. It's winning anime of the year. Next anime awards without a doubt.
For sure, right? Yeah.
Not anime of the year, like isekai of the year.
Isekai
it's
of the
gonna
year.
be nominated.
Yeah.
No, I legitimately think it's gonna be nominated. But like this is
yeah. Isekai of the year without a
insane.
freaking doubt, though, dude. Yeah, without a doubt.
It's gonna be funny going back and listening to some of the discussion we had about Wistoria after you see the fucking ReZero episode.
Yeah.
But enough about that. Lucas, you've been kind of quiet. You've been kind of hanging out over there for a minute. You got some heat you wanted to bring to the pod today, right?
A little bit of super hot.
Jacoby, this is for you, because Cody binged this whole series in like 2 fucking nights. Vex is already he's the one who sold me and Cody on it. He had me watch 3 volumes of this. This was like 6 hours of my time, right? Ruby is one of the best fucking series I have ever watched. And while it is not a traditional Japanese anime, holy fuck is this where Western animation needs to be out on level at all. The end of volume
It's
3,
made by the Red versus Blue people, guys.
Yeah, it's made by I never would have expected
right?
Rooster Teeth to give me this quality of fucking content. I'm going to be 100%. Yeah. And like, I have been so interested. I stayed up lying awake last night. Like, should I binge all of volume 4? Should I binge it? Because volume 3
it's pretty short,
so
right?
impactful. Nope. You would think that.
No. Nope.
Because I know I've watched like the first season of Ruby, maybe. It's all on YouTube.
The first season, no, not anymore.
Okay.
It's complicated.
Yeah,
so they were, while Rooster Teeth was still a thing, they had Rooster Teeth First, which was like their premium streaming service for all of their shit. They got bundled in with Verve, if you remember Verve.
Yep.
Back when that was a thing with Crunchyroll and High Dive and like and all of that shit. Then Rooster Teeth went bankrupt and was not a thing for like a year. And they're still not a thing, but the IP of Ruby was bought out by Viz, and Viz has since removed all of the content from YouTube and has been re-releasing physical volumes of like the Blu-ray has been all re-released, and they have now put it back on streaming services.
It's like it's on
like Hulu and Amazon and all that. So it does exist, but it's no longer a YouTube series. And technically, with it being purchased by Viz, it is technically an anime now.
I have to like say though, like Jacoby, it is 3D animation. I treated it because of the area it came out and stuff. I treated it like watching an extended video game cutscene, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
But I gave the first volume 6.5 a 6.5 rating wise, which is average, a little bit above average. I thought the story carried most of it. The voice acting was kind of hit or miss. Is mostly background characters you could tell were just buddies they called up, because it was all 4 dudes that just did this whole thing. One guy, shout out Monty the Goat, animated the whole first volume.
Tony Stark in a cave.
Tony Stark in a cave in a fucking IHOP. They drew the world map with ketchup. I believe this is like our ultimate trajectory. One day we will make that fucking isekai we talked about in episode 1. You know what I mean? Like, this is crazy though. Like the jump in quality, just to give you an example, I gave that a 6.5. Season 2, 8. Volume 3, 10 out of fucking 10. Like, it is so
crazy.
The jump in not only storytelling, but animation is fucking insane. Now, does it get like crisp? Oh my god, look at this 3D. No, but I'm telling you, it does not matter.
Well, I mean, compared to season 1, like season 1's pretty diabolical.
But even
which I respect. I'm not dogging him for it. I understand when it came.
Yeah, but like, even I season 1, even volume 1, man, the fight choreography is better than some modern anime. And that's a take I will stand on. Still holds up. Even in volume 1. Not even
volume 1. The trailer.
The trailers, bro. Yeah,
the trailers came out in 2012, and some of the fight choreography in the red trailer, which has like tens of millions of views at this point. It's like it is absolutely legendary.
We are talking about Ruby.
the choreography from 2012 that one guy on a laptop did, Tony Stark in a cave style. It is absolutely leagues above probably any of the choreography I've seen in the past like 4 years, outside of a few fights. Like I would say there's like
That's
2 episodes
absolutely
of
wild.
2B Hero X that I think are on par.
And
But,
JJK's
like,
most recent season with
That
choreography.
Queen fight, holy fucking
Cinematography is one
Oh.
thing,
No,
but actual
choreography. I'm talking about like
I know
the
I'm
fight in the
speaking a full sentence. Cinematography is one thing and story structure is another thing, but if you just look at choreography as a standalone element, yes, I do legitimately think that the first 3 volumes of RWBY are better than most everything being put out today.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm gonna have to see what's up. I have watched the first volume one night. One of my roommates really rocked with RWBY, and he kind of put me on, and we watched the
They
whole
know
first
ball.
thing, and I enjoyed it story wise for sure. It was a tough watch, not gonna deny it. Obviously, you guys know where I stand with 3D and stuff like that. Again, not shade to what they're doing. Oh yeah. This red trailer, I'm looking it up right now. I do remember this. I think somebody put it in the did it as like a rave in one of my streams. But yeah, I mean, conceptually, it's so damn cool. So if it really starts to pop off to the degree that y'all are saying, maybe I should see what's up.
Dude, I was tearing.
Maybe I need to stop freaking sleeping on this.
I literally like. I'm not gonna say anything beyond like there is like a hard hitting moment at the end of season 3, and I was like, Vex, is that real? Is that fucking real? Did that actually just fucking happen? Did that happen the way I think? Like I was that invested that I was worried about.
He was literally
it was
suspended in
dude.
disbelief.
That's how it should be.
Accept it.
And
I went through
so
the stages
many
of
of the
grief,
moments,
bro. At so many moments, I was
so
like, that's
many
not
of the
real.
moments leading up to it were so phenomenally well handled. I truly think that RWBY is one of the greatest stories ever told. I think there are unfortunate circumstances surrounding the first handful of volumes, but they do a really, really solid job of bringing it more in line with full production quality. Not saying the best production quality, but it's no longer just a web series being done by 4 dudes on a laptop. They fully invested in the parts of the series that I think mattered. It's one of the best built worlds and power systems in fiction. I think is it in my top 5? No. But that's because there are circumstances surrounding it. But I think that it has 2 of my favorite arcs of all time. Like if I were to put together a top 25 self-contained story arcs of all time, RWBY takes 2 of those spots easily, and one of them is top 10 of all time.
The arc, the training, or the tournament arc in volume 3 has entered my top 5. Off of one watch.
Wow.
It has entered my top 5. It surpassed so many fucking phenomenal arcs that I had kept in that like spot forever. Dragon Ball's no longer in my top 5 for any tournament arc it did. And like that's crazy. Honestly, to say to me.
Yeah,
like,
that is
because
that is crazy, but at the same time, it always just lives there for the honor alone,
for the
right?
honor alone, exactly. But I can't put it there anymore because I've seen this now, and it's never. No one's.
And you said that was in part 3?
Yeah, in volume 3. Like it's
hell yeah, dude.
It was some of the best 3 hours of my life watching it.
Dude, I love to hear that, man. I love to hear that. I'm definitely gonna have to see what's up and give it another like proper try. Because like I'm not gonna lie, like when me and the homie were watching it, I wasn't super focused. We were chilling. We were doing something else as well. But yeah, apparently
I think it's something that really benefits from binging. From a week to week perspective, like I was week to week since the end of volume 2. So all of volume 3, I was week to week. The fucking cliffhangers they left us on, Lucas can just imagine, Cody can just imagine where they cut the episodes. It was actually criminal, and having to wait a year and a half to understand what we just saw at the start of volume 4, and like there's so much about it that they really knew how to keep you hooked. And it benefits so much more. For one, on a rewatch, once you know everything, you could see the path that's been being laid out since literally the first scene. The first words ever said in this series are so monumental, and it's like so unassuming at first. But every single scene is very deliberately executed, even the goofy bits, to serve something else, if not 5 something else's. And it's like, because it's this was a web series, this was a passion project, this was something that 4 dudes were just doing for fun. It's like, you can't necessarily put in a bunch of fluff. You gotta be a bit concise with that kind of stuff when you only have 8 minutes to make an episode, you know, or like worth of episode runtime. You have to make it count, and I think they do a really, really fucking good job of that. But when you get to binge entire volume after entire volume after entire volume, like Cody did, I think you get the best experience that way. Yeah. Truly. And I've been waiting for volume 10 for years, and let me tell you how fucking miserable that's been, especially after they went bankrupt and we thought we were never going to get it.
So do you have an idea on like what would be going on with season 10? Like have they announced stuff yet or anything?
Volume 10 was confirmed by Carrie Showcross to be in the early stages of production just over 1 year ago, before last Mother's Day. And since then, 2027. Yeah, since his announcement that they put, the YouTube channel has been putting out like crazy promo. They have been re-releasing all of the physical copies of everything under the Viz IP. They had to take down all of the previous songs from like Spotify and other music streaming services and re-release them because there was a rights issue when Rooster Teeth went under. And so like there's been a lot of like housekeeping and selling of promotional material to try to raise hype and money for this to get funded. But my cope is that July 18th is the 13-year anniversary of when the first episode aired. We might get some details.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we have no further details currently.
Mention to Jacoby too, the man who does all the composition for the series, him and his daughter do the theme song every year. And when they started, she was like 14. Every season you can hear this girl. Yeah, they do the full score. So anytime you hear a girl like singing in the background, it's him and his daughter who have made the soundtrack, and they've done it every volume. So you hear her voice develop even better and better. So as a musician, when Vex told me that, I was like,
see her grow into a singer.
Exactly.
That's sick
it's
as hell.
fucking insane.
Yeah. So
by season 3, it was like, oh my God. Oh my fucking God.
She's 13 years old when they put out Red Like Roses in the Red trailer in 2012. She's 13 years old when she sings that song.
Yeah. Yeah.
And her father is doing all of the instrumentals and composition and everything. And like, dude, when Jeff gets in on a track too alongside her, he has the craziest cool like 80s power metal vocals. I fucking love them. So Jeff was not actually a part of volume 9's score, but his daughter still is. She was still at the very front and center of all of the massive pieces that were surrounding volume 9. But Jeff Williams himself was not. It was another guy who handled all of that. But seeing Casey just grow into this phenomenal artist in her own. She has her own like alt kind of like math rock kind of group that she does like currently. It's just insane to see the layers. And somebody had said it earlier in the chat, and I really, really, really have to echo that sentiment, is that you need to pay attention to the music. Yeah. Like the lyrics are straight poetry, and they're prophetic even. Things that are said in some of the songs in the first 3 volumes become very, very relevant in maybe the next 3 volumes, and so on and so forth. And I just love the series. I'm so over the fucking moon ecstatic that Cody enjoyed it so much that he binged through everything, and I got to be there for like 80% of that. That was such a phenomenal experience to be there with you, boots to the ground, seeing you weep for the moments that made me weep, and like seeing you get hype for the moments that made me hype. Cody, that was amazing. And getting to be there for Lucas, who was popping off, and you hear how passionate he is about volume 3, getting to share that. And when he said earlier in this stream a couple of minutes ago that it was some of the best 3 hours he's ever had watching something, that fucking, I'm not gonna lie, I choked up.
I meant it. I
love this story.
Yeah, man.
I meant it fully. Like, to see their progression too of the characters and stuff like that. Like Yang, oh my God, my girl. No way. No way.
Spyro knows ball. That's all I gotta say.
I was gonna say that too. Actually,
absolutely
Spyro
knows ball.
it's fucking popping off in chat. Shout out Spyro.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But no, like how attached you get to these characters. I was choked up a little bit last night. You know, like I told you, I fucking freaked out. I was like, this didn't happen. Please tell me this didn't happen. Like, that's not real.
But Shanks.
Shanks.
That was literally the most perfect transition ever.
Dude,
I'm
no,
so
fuck
happy.
you, Cody. Hold on. No. Fuck you, Cody. Fuck you, Cody. Fuck you, Cody. Why would you do that to me? Why would you do that to me? Fuck you. Fuck you, Cody. Fuck you. You get Lucas to crash out on bot? No. Fuck you. And
This
then he
series
frost
is-
on me? Oh, God, this series is so fucking good, Jacoby. Watch
It's really
it.
good.
Watch it.
I'll see what's up, dude. I'll give it the 3-volume test, as Shady said in the
6
chat.
hours almost. Like, but it deserves
Yeah,
it.
you know what?
It deserves
Trust
it.
me, it gets
think
better
that,
on
like,
the 7th.
Get a
I'm just
bag.
kidding.
No,
I'm
it's the
sorry.
thing.
Snacks and
That's the
fucking
thing,
go
though, is
at
that
it, bruh.
this has been a conversation that I know has been very prevalent on your social media, Jacoby, about like when does it get good?
Mhm.
And we are called literally the 3-episode test. This is a series because of the circumstances surrounding it. It will never pass your 3-episode
Yeah,
test.
yeah,
The first
it
3 episodes are like
definitely
20
can't,
minutes long in a cumulative length. So it's like this is not your typical thing. You can't like for me specifically, anyone who I ask to get into the series, which I would never ask of you because I know how you feel about 3D animation.
Yeah.
But Lucas is asking you. I'm not. But I say give this
And you
the
know how I
3-volume
feel
test.
about 3D
I will,
animation
because
as
again,
well.
I've watched all of the first season. So I need to see. I need to go back and give it a proper watch, and I'll try
And
to put through the
this
3
is
volumes
not
and hopefully see
what
the
I-
vision. You know.
what I simply must say though to anybody who's getting into it, the more you pay attention, the better you will like it.
He's 100% right.
Do not
He is
second
100%
monitor
right.
this. Do not second monitor this.
Got
The
you,
story
got you.
is worth your undivided attention
Heard.
if you give it that. If you don't, you might come away thinking it's mid. If there's a lot that could very easily fly over your head. There's
Got
so much
gotta
show
lock
don't
in.
tell. Yes, there is a lot of show don't tell. It's one of my favorite things about this writing. They do not just spell everything out for you, but if
The
you pay
blind man
attention,
is
it's
telling
there.
you need to lock in. That's how good the animation is.
It's not even about animation; it's about
I'm about to
storytelling.
say,
But like, it's
this is something that I will never expect anything from the animation. It's gonna have to be the story that
attention.
hooks me.
no.
Pay attention to
you-
the fight scenes, man.
There-
When
there's-
you see, I thought the same thing when I saw the fight scenes. I was like, holy fucking shit. It's like such as like surprise.
Their shot composition is on another level. Like they do really, really
Because you have to
well,
think, too,
dude.
these
It's
are Western anime. This is a Western animator. So they grew up in Western media. So they're putting a lot of what we consider action shots in this like anime zone. Like there was a lot of
dude.
things
There's
I
so many
noticed.
references.
Yeah,
anime
that-
They
zone.
reference Cowboy Bebop. They
Sign.
reference Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9. They reference dude. They reference absolute peak time and time and
If
time.
I
and
had a
time.
nickel
time,
for
time,
every
time.
time I saw the Buster Sword.
yeah, right.
but it's also a gun. I think
Well, hell yeah,
that
please.
And their guns.
I could not speak enough about how much I adore this series. My favorite thing about it, though, is just where it pulls inspiration from, and it wears that so much on its sleeve.
Yeah.
Its
Hell yeah.
whole fucking shirt is comprised of where it is pulling inspiration from, and that is kind of meta-textually woven into the story that's being told in such a crazy way that I'm serious. If you pay attention, it will blow your mind. It's really
blew
good.
mine.
I love it.
It blew mine significantly.
Hell yeah.
I'm
Stoked to hear that,
itching-
boys.
Pause.
I'm itching to get into volume 4 and the rest of the series. I see myself being caught up completely by next pod.
By next pod.
Huge.
By
Yeah.
next pod.
Huge. I'll cry. I'll literally cry. Full
Like,
ass fucking big fat
It's
tears.
phenomenal.
I'm serious.
Like I've already been thinking about, like, because I'm working 5 to 1 this whole week, so I'm like, I can get off at 1 p.m. and then just watch Ruby. Like,
At me. Like
At me.
literally, I'll be there. I'll be there with bells on, brother. It's like
Jacoby Freeze.
I'm so happy though.
Oh my god, that's actually Pog. Can we make that an
You
emote?
He's
You got a
gone.
cardboard
No,
cutout. No,
How do I snip this? I want to make this an emote. This is really good.
Yeah, somebody make this an emote chat. Hold on, like, let me.
I already got it.
Just leave
I'm
him
putting
up
it
there.
in chat.
Let's just fucking leave him up there, guys.
This happened with Kush during one of my game shows. Kush froze and we made him an emote. Cody was there. Holy shit, dude.
It's like he never left. That'd be really funny if he was standing really still.
I am already cutting out the background. This is gonna be an emote in my server.
We need to make a cardboard cutout of it. And he can put it on his desk when he's like taking
No.
a break or
I'm gonna
something.
make this like my screen background so that when I'm streaming and I leave camera, it just
Dude, it looks like he's like very attentively listening too. So like this would fool me. Absolutely. If like he was like putting this on to pretend to listen, like this would fool the shit out of me.
Oh, he's
Oh,
gone.
no.
He's gone.
Oh,
Oh shit! Stream,
no.
stream is Cody's cut in half. Stream. We're rolling with it though. I
Oh
can't
man,
adjust
Lucas,
anything,
there's
so-
there's a question for you, Lucas.
What's up? My main
In chat from
character right
Spyro. Who is your favorite character in Ruby so far?
My favorite character, it's Ying, right? Ying. I want to make sure I can say it right. Yang.
No.
Yang. It's Yang. I said it earlier. It's fine. It's Yang. I'm so bad with names, Spyro, but it is Yang. While Jacoby's gone, I can say this because it won't spoil him. Cody and Vex have seen the show already. Her losing her fucking arm in Volume 3 broke me. That shit messed me up so bad. Like the whole reveal that Mercury and Emerald had changed the event so that everyone saw her just blast Mercury, like just fucking shook me so much. Like it fucked me up.
It was so
And then
well
the
done.
way that
And like
she
they
was-
leave you on the cliffhanger. Oh
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
And
he
she-
lost power. This is the first ever in 3 test history. Because like, how is he gonna come back? He can't.
And he's
Damn.
He can
hosting
hop
the
on his
game,
phone.
guys. He's hosting the game.
Oh
we could stall. It's us. Like let's be so real. But
Everything's bouncing back right now. We're good. I'm main charactering it right now. That's fine. But
my favorite character is and always has been, don't spoil Lucas, he's only 3 volumes deep, but always has been and probably always will be since the second she hit the screen, Neapolitan. I fucking
Woo!
love that
Woo!
character.
I fuck with Neapolitan from what I've seen so far. Hard. Like she is so mysterious.
got a
I've not
whole-
heard her talk at all, and she's just been fucking people up. Like,
You won't. She's mute. She's literally
Yeah.
mute.
That's crazy.
She doesn't
crazy.
have a single speaking line. Like she doesn't even her canon voice actress is Casey Lee Williams, the person who sings all the openings. And it's only for a video game. She does not have a speaking line.
That's wild, man.
But she's my favorite. She's so cool. I love her ability. I love her fighting style. I love her weapon. I love her fit. Like her whole design is fucking badass. She was a last minute inclusion that was she's like the supernovas in One Piece. She was literally thought up a week before that episode came out, and they just put her in there, and then they cooked. They absolutely cooked with her entire story. She has an entire spin-off book about her that is canon that talks about her past. I love her. She's a really great character.
That's awesome, man. I'm excited
Hell
to get to know her a little bit better. And like learn more about her. Like I said, everything I've seen from her so far has been really, really well done. Hold on, let me
Hell
switch
yeah.
back to
Cody, are
Am
you
I back?
are you
Are you
able
back?
to have
Cody, Jesus Christ.
Guys, chat has
That's
not seen
actually
it. Let me hype the hold on. Guys.
No, this
Chat,
is
chat,
actually
you're not
peak.
ready. You are not fucking ready
Oh
for
my
what is about
God.
to happen right now.
Oh, this is so crazy, bro. Oh my God.
Holy
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, well, this is beautiful, Cody. Man, what a lucky man you are. Look at that beautiful dude in your room right now, man. That's just oh man. So yeah, sorry about that, boys. We have some gnarly storms. I've been living in a hurricane for a freaking week now.
Dude,
but
I'm
yeah,
sweating. I'm actually
I'm sweating, I'm vexed.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm sweating, I'm vexed. Guys, I made an emoji, by the way. It's in the chat.
oh my god. Oh my god. My collection of Jacoby motes is so crazy, dude. That's so funny.
It's my
Never meet your hero.
They'll just stand there awkwardly
man.
like this.
Yeah, dude. That's a look of like when you've said, "Oh wow, that's crazy," like 75 times, and they're still talking.
And they're still talking about.
I want you to know, I had to use 100% brain power to get there, and I was like, I'm gonna lock in.
Dude, you did it. Oh my god, that was
The fact
genuinely
that I had to
hilarious to come
focus
back
on
to.
me and Vex the whole time Jacoby was gone because of the way the camera placement is. Like,
yeah.
And so we come back and Cody's just
oh man.
Anyways, guys.
Wow, Ruby's good, guys. Go watch it.
Yeah, check it
really
out. It's
fucking
sick.
good, yeah.
Guys, it's crying time.
But Shakes, your arm.
Oh,
Fuck you! Stop! Stop it!
boys, is it time to talk about a legitimate 10 out of 10 Koei moment?
Fucks, I'm crying.
Oh my god! Stop.
Like we got it. We gotta say the truth
I
here,
just
dude.
stop laughing, dude. I can't.
Like,
oh, no.
I'm so proud to work for these guys, yo. I just gotta say, like, we really cooked for the One Piece community this week, and it shows, and it definitely shows, dude.
Memes aside. This was
actually,
monumental.
though,
this was one of the I legitimately do think that this was one of the top 3 best One Piece episodes we've ever gotten.
Yes, absolutely. Like without a doubt, genuinely, like this is what it means to take a manga and adapt it and elevate it in an anime. And I mean, this truly was immaculate. Like
Elevate.
I think this is the most emotional I've ever been on stream. Like for One Piece, and I've watched basically all of One Piece on stream. It was just so perfect, dude. And this is one of my top 5 moments in the One Piece story, personally. Like when this happened in the manga, I was beyond stoked, and just seeing this animated, I knew it was gonna hurt, and oh my god, I had no idea. Actually, truly, I had no idea what that was about to do. It was so good. It was so good.
I mean, I sent a picture to the chat, and Mel, if you want, I'll send you a picture of it so that you can get it as an emoji as well. With me, got like snot in my mustache and everything, like giving a thumbs up. I was crying so fucking hard. I cried real hard during the manga read through. It's on my channel. You can go back and find the chapter where I'm fucking sobbing to this. Robin's my favorite Straw Hat. You boys know this. She's a kindred spirit to me. I vibe with her a lot. I connect with her as like a character through what she's been through and everything. And it hit me so hard. I just woke up too. I woke up and I was like, oh yeah, it's Robin and Saul Day. Like, so fucking excited, knowing it was gonna emotionally devastate me. Like, ugh.
But dude, in the best of ways, man. I mean, that this is a prime example of what One Piece does best. Like this truly is. Like we talked about this heavily in my stream of like, you know, this conversation going around again of like, you know, when does One Piece get good? When do things get good? This is the amalgamation of a thousand episodes worth of story and time with these characters and build up and understanding of the situation and circumstance. And when One Piece closes these circles, they do it with a bang. I mean, even the Usopp moment with Luffy 1 episode ago, another amazing closed circle moment in the story of One Piece, and then this Robin one immediately after. Send me to the moon, dude. I love it. Let me go hang out with Enel. That was peak. That was absolute peak.
Yeah. It was.
What about the song, boys? That song, y'all. Like,
that's honestly what got me.
Yeah,
like, that's where it. Like, I legitimately, like, I was like very squishy the whole lead up, and like when they were having their conversation, I was just like fighting it. But like the song, like, this is actually the first time that One Piece has ever made me cry. ever
Ugh.
in manga or anime form. This actually hit me in a way that not many other things have. I guess I was emotionally stunted before therapy, so I didn't actually cry to any anime ever until like 2024. None of it.
Facts.
No manga or anime ever got to me. And ever since then, there's been some that have hit that mark. This is absolutely one of them. This was
Sorry.
I have such a soft spot for this type of messaging. It's one of the reasons why I love Ancient Magus Bride so much. Is it cuts really deep to me specifically. It resonates hard. Saul was almost immediately my favorite character the second I met him. I was having a hard time resonating with one specific individual character to a point where they were like clear and above any of the Straw Hats for most of the first like 300 episodes. I still loved the series and the characters, but like I didn't have a goat until I met Saul, and he was top one up until Sabaody when we met Rayleigh, and I was like, okay, Saul's number 2 now, and he has never, not for a second, has he left my top 5. Only recently has he left top 3 because of Kuma. But Saul is one of my most cherished and beloved characters in fiction, and I am going to get one of his lines tattooed on me. No one is born into this world to be alone.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Facts.
So when that lyric popped up in the song, I broke. I absolutely broke.
Yeah. And I was going to say when I accidentally cut you off there, brother, was also just serendipitous. Me and Vex became best friends. His favorite character Saul. Mine was Robin. No.
When I met you, my favorite character was Rayleigh.
I know. My fucking moment. No.
Actually, by that point, I fucking definitely wasn't Robin.
Well, if it's a good time to message in, I actually didn't cry.
Yeah, Cody did not cry. Anyway, it is not a good time because I'm about to try to spin a little bit. No, I think what made it so much more impactful, the anime, though, like I really do think that they added a lot to it by weaving in, because they did in the manga too show Robin as a little girl again, and like kind of her almost taking her own life and everything. But the way that they, like, when he embraced her and it cut real quick to him embracing her as a child while they were running through like Ohara,
dude,
like in the I just fucking, it broke me so fucking much. And the way that they interwove all that, and then finally, like, the moment that broke me initially is when she stood there and threw out her fucking arms and was like, "Are you proud of me for surviving?" That's what hit me in the manga. That's what hit me. Actually, no, I'm not gonna lie. In the manga, in my reaction, the moment I saw Saul laying on the beach the exact same way, because I was off spoilers by then, like in the exact same way that he was when they met his child, when she was a child, that got me. But here, it was when she threw her arms open. It was just too much. Kudos to Nico Robbins, Japanese voice actress. Fucking nailed the whole scene. Same with Saul's. Like, you guys they just fucking. I can't wait to hear Stephanie Young's take, because she always nails Robin's emotional moments. But this was such a treat. Such a treat to experience.
I think across the board, this was well received. Like on IMDb, I saw it got like. Is he?
Nah, he's just mogging us right now.
I don't really take IMDb ratings or Mal ratings like too seriously, but this getting like a 9.8 the day of, and I think it's still floating at like a 9.5 rating, which is insanely high for IMDb. This is like, they brought like one of the directors who's put out some of the best episodes, like Kuma's life and stuff like that. They really knew that they had something special here in these moments, and they absolutely pulled it out for it. Like, I did not cry during the manga. I love the manga. It's my favorite chapter that we've gotten in all of Elbaf still, even with all the shit that's happened. I don't want to talk about that yet because we'll get into manga stuff later, but it's still my favorite chapter in all of Elbaf. And I don't think it's close.
I'm
like,
not
legitimately
mad at that. Even if I don't agree with you on all of your takes there, I'm not mad at that, bro. Like, genuinely, top 5 moments in all of One Piece. Man.
They legitimately elevated it to a point through this medium that broke me, and the manga did not do that. I have much more of a place in my heart for anime over manga. There's only been, I think, one manga that actually legitimately made me cry. Every other time it's been anime. since I hit therapy and I'm no longer emotionally stunted. But it's, I don't know, man. This was something truly special. We especially from One Piece, and everyone was complaining about sound design for so long. Getting like a full bespoke song written specifically for these two characters for this one moment, that how long it's been building up. I knew exactly what was going to happen, and it still took my breath away.
Dude.
This is what an adaptation should do.
Yep. Exactly.
I am somebody who does not like reading ahead in the manga because I feel like it takes away from my enjoyment of the anime, and I'm much more of an anime fan than a manga fan. This surpassed that. I knew what was going to happen. I have already read the manga, but regardless, this hit me harder than I ever expected it to, and I wasn't prepared, and that is what an adaptation should do. An adaptation should be able to clear that bar of me knowing what's happening and still being blown away. You know what I mean?
Exactly. No, they did it. They absolutely nailed it. It was just kind of crazy, like thinking about it, because like going into it, like I really was like, I'm probably not gonna be like too emotional just because I've already read it and I kind of already had that feeling. But like, just like there was an OST that happened before like the new full song that they gave us that also was just so whimsical. Like it felt like Disney, but like in the nostalgic way,
Oh
not
yeah, on the rainbow
way that
with like the when they introduced the Svar, and it's like very. Yeah, that shit hit. It was like kind of Celtic, like kind of fairy.
Fairy
like,
is a good way to put it.
It was really cool. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
I like the OST.
It was something that really just stood out to me. And
Sorry.
to be honest, like
no, it was very
with the way with the way that Elbaf has come back, like yes, I've noticed the difference in the sound design, but I wouldn't say it's been like, groundbreaking to the point that I kind of want it to be, especially from what we were coming from of like literal just the same sound design for 30 years. I was expecting a bit of a bigger change, but it hasn't been bad by any means. I've been enjoying it, but this episode was one of those episodes I really noticed. I'm like, wow, like the new OSTs they've written for these small, emotional, impactful moments are going crazy. And this whole episode audibly was perfect. It was gorgeous, dude.
Yeah, I have to agree. 100%.
It's a really good episode.
It was.
Go ahead, Cody. Say it, brother.
I didn't cry, but I don't think it wasn't for the lack of the fact of I didn't feel anything. I just think like the resonating message with me like hit a lot harder. Would have been 17, 16 years ago when I first read Enies Lobby, and like when I first saw Robin's like climax of the arc, like saying I want to live and making that. This was more of like a I don't want to say like aftercare, but it was more like I was very I I was very squishy and mushy, and I was very like oh, but not like I didn't get the tears drug out of me.
Yeah,
but I'm very happy that for you
Nothing
guys,
wrong
it
with
was really good. I thought it was a really good episode. I'm really happy to see the whole community at large like appreciating this moment.
Yeah.
I think this gives me a lot of hope for some of the big moments on the horizon. I won't get specific, obviously. We'll talk about manga stuff shortly. We'll give a spoiler warning for that first. But like there's a lot of heavy hitting moments in this arc. And imagine we get like a tailor-made song for each of them because of
I
the
think that's highly
production
possible at this
style.
point.
Yeah,
Like-
I think that would be fucking cool, man.
Yeah, dude, seriously. And just provides, like, again, another really great reason for One Piece going seasonal. If we can get more consistent moments like this with the way Elbaf really is, with just nonstop heavy-hitting moments, and then just the rest of this story, we're in the end game. It's going to be crazy from here on out. Yeah, dude, if they can give it the TLC that it deserves, and we can get this level of adaptation on these moments, oh my gosh, dude, we're going to be eating so well, and we're already eating so good.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to agree. I've been very impressed with the handling of the new OST. I mean, I brought it up earlier when we were talking about the anime awards. I could definitely see it getting a shout out in the soundtrack next year. You know what I mean? For next season's anime awards.
It's got some tough competition. I don't know if it's quite there yet, but if they keep this kind of stuff up, maybe. But like, we also have to understand it's getting another core this year. Like that's something that it took me a minute to process. I was looking at what we're going to be getting from summer, and I was like, wait a minute. One Piece won't be airing in the summer.
Nope. We're more than halfway through now.
Just process that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's just crazy. A spring anime right now, and then it's gonna come back probably for fall.
Yeah, but probably fall. Yeah,
that's really insane to think about right now. Is because I was looking at I was putting a list together of all the things that I want to make sure I stay on the ground floor for like summer, and I'm like, oh shit, One Piece isn't on it. It's not gonna be there. So like that's a feeling I haven't had in a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's what a crazy place to be in, dude. I overall consistently, I've been saying it each week, but I jokes aside, I am really, really impressed with the adaptation. I think One Piece has now matured and continued to step up with the current anime atmosphere that it exists in. And yeah, I mean it's up there, back to peak with all of the heavy hitters, animation wise. Mostly sound design wise, like we said in chat, a little bit to be determined because we still have just not seen that much action. But yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
I'm sorry.
And also,
I was fighting it. I was fighting it this whole time. Oh my god.
I'm getting cooked, guys. I'm getting absolutely flamed in the server right now. Y'all don't even know.
For those of you who want to understand, shit, I don't know. Lucas, can you? No, that'd be too much. Just gonna throw out the holes.
Right.
Oh my god.
Links in the description for my server and Jacoby's server. Check out Lucas's new profile picture on Discord. Oh my god.
It's just in here. That's the best part.
Oh my god.
You guys are gonna get a little sneak peek at the. I'm gonna hit an at everyone in your server, Jacoby. Oh fuck, I can't. I was going through them.
No.
You get the perms. Oh, it's cool. Mel's got your back.
Yeah,
Mel said exactly.
Teamwork. We got this, homie.
Yeah. Do you boys have anything else to add on anime wise before we start sliding into the spoiler territory?
I'd just like to reiterate real fast that like as someone like I said, I'm so connected with Robin. I think they hit this 100%, and I shit on Toei all the fucking time because fuck them. One less time, fuck them. But they just nailed it here, and I'd like to see how they're handling the series at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Like I really do.
Yeah, it looks like they care.
Yeah.
Through their hate, there's some love somewhere deep inside. And at least making it better will get them more money. So whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry, I'm still taking out right now.
Oh god,
guys, do it. It's
derailed
free.
The fuck out
it's
of me.
Free.
Do it. It's free.
It's free. Like
everybody, dude. New profile picture.
New
everywhere
profile
is about
picture.
to be terrifying.
Everyone on TikTok. This is gonna be the next one that starts flooding comments.
Oh my god, dude. My TikTok comment section is cooked right now. Oh my goodness.
But
Guys.
yeah, I think there's a legitimate conversation to be had, and it's part of the reason why it's the title is One Piece, there's been a conversation about the pacing hasn't gotten any better. I didn't expect it to, but quality wise, is the One Piece anime better than it's ever been?
Yes.
I think so.
Without a doubt.
I think so. But I also think that part of that, yes. I think part of that though is just lends to how good the story of Elbath is as well. Not only in the storytelling, because right now we're in the build up of Elbath in the anime, without spoiling anything for our anime onlys, of course. Right now we're in the build up, but even then during that build up moment, I can remember those first few chapters of Elbath coming out after Legoland, and it just felt so mystical and so fantastical.
Yeah.
And just so different than what we had seen before, even compared to Big Mom's island, Whole Cake, which is basically a fucking walking fairy tale, you know what I mean? But this was a real type of fairy tale, you know what I mean? And just to see how fantastic it looks.
It's a fable.
In the anime. It's a fable, exactly. No, actually, it's a
damn.
PH,
You just come up with that?
Did you took it? Are you fucking kidding?
Holy shit! Did we just figure it out?
Yeah, but it just
saying.
they really did nail what the essence of Elbaf should look like, and like just like not this episode, but I believe it was last episode where Usopp and Luffy looked over Elbaf and started crying. They've been looking forward to come here for so fucking long, so long. Like they're just nailing it right now. That's really what it comes down to.
They're in their bag right now.
I think.
Oh, go ahead, Vex, real quick.
It comes down to the moments. You're absolutely right, but I just want to specifically talk about the way that they're executing these moments, because this is just set up, like you were saying, and like I think this is. If I were anime only right now, I think this would be maybe the best One Piece has ever been, in my opinion. I don't know. It's really crazy to see what like the kind of quality that we're getting. I wasn't at all expecting this last episode, and all of Elbaf so far has been cooking. Like the animation that they've been having, Jacoby, you've been saying, shouting it from the rooftops, like the scale that is being portrayed.
Scale, dude. Yes.
There's just a lot to praise here, and like now that people can't just shit on the sound design, you know, it's like I really do truly think that we are. I think I'm probably going to actually enjoy most of Elbaf more in anime form than I have in manga. And I don't dislike it. I just think that they are actually doing what an adaptation should do.
This is the prime example of an adaptation. Like they really are. Like dead ass. Quite literally.
Cody just emerging from Jacoby.
So wild.
That will never be lived down, Jacoby.
Yeah. Hey, look. On our 20th stream,
I was gonna say 20th anniversary.
We haven't gotten to the anniversary moment yet, you son of a bitch.
I know, but I just have to say it.
The moment.
I have to say it. We got to be hyped for a second, just for a second. All right.
Spoilers.
But we can leave it alone. All right. One Piece manga boys, how we feeling?
Spoiler alert for One Piece manga up to what is it? 1183.
1183.
1183. Yep. If you haven't checked it out yet, deafen earmuffs. We are going to be yapping about this for a bit, but we have some more. We have some more heat later on, so come back, please. We miss you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I miss you already.
Holy shit, y'all.
A new flashback, boys. How are we feeling?
A third flashback has hit the One Piece manga.
Has hit the tree. Oh no! A third flashback has hit the tree. Branch 3 is on fire. But yeah,
Cody,
guys,
I want to hear from you, Cody. You told me before I read it, because I've been on officials only. You were so hype to talk about this, so I really want to hear what you got to say.
I cannot wait to return to Elbaf in 2027. And the big 27, I am so excited.
Nah. Three chaps, maybe 4.
Yeah, wow. Honestly, you know, I think everyone really thought that about the Herald flashback and how it was introduced too. And then we spent 6 months the fuck away. So, you know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it might be a whole year. Maybe we'll come back 2028. We'll finish Elbaf out in the next 5 years. That's where I'm at right now with it. That's where I'm at. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Why is he in front of me, Lucas?
He's not.
Oh my god. This is crazy.
Yeah, he's not in front of you. He disappears. Hold on, guys. I gotta turn off my camera for a sec.
Lucas is like turning off his for a sec. It's crazy. So yeah. Vex, I'm gonna need you to just keep talking at this point. You know, I just need you to not stop talking. Oh yeah, here we go. Lucas is popping back. This is crazy, guys.
What do you guys mean? But I will keep talking for us. So, Brook flashback. I'm on the same beat with you, Jacoby. I think that, boys, I will turn it off if we can't control ourselves. I
I need to turn it off. Every time I look
Okay, I'll
at
turn
this
it off.
screen,
Okay, Vex, I'll turn it
it's on
off.
both of my monitors. It's like if I look over here, if I look over there.
I'm literally everywhere.
I can't. And it's Cody got it too. I can't.
I'm inevitable.
I am inevitable. You fucking said.
Wait. Can I hit the look?
Wait, yeah. Let me put it back on. Hold on.
This is like when C-Dog VA hit the wine post. He's like, I don't even bloody know how I fucking did that.
I'll pull the stream the fuck over.
Oh my God. Okay.
I did the dad voice.
Cool.
Anyway,
Okay,
yes.
All right, so Lucas, where are you at on it?
I'm with you. I think we're gonna get 3, 4 short, sweet. I think some of the answers we might be getting, like some things we might get that we might not expect we're gonna get is we're gonna get Brooks' scar more than likely. We're gonna see how he got his scar.
Oh yeah, good call. I didn't even think about that. For
it
real.
will probably relate to when he lost Gunko or not Gunko, sorry, Shuri and
Princess Shuri.
Kendall. And I think that I'm gonna be real. Me and Vex have had some contention about this, but a very healthy discussion, I would say. I think this is Thriller Bark. I really do.
Yeah. I don't know about that one. I just don't see a legitimate connection outside of it'd be really cool if this was Thriller Bark.
Have you not? But Brooks' comment is where I'm taking the basis off of. Is that he says when he buries the Rumbar Pirates, he says the Thriller Bark is originally from our homeland in the West Blue. Hopefully they can rest in the soil of our homeland. It's the fact that he says the soil of our homeland. Referring to
he's just talking about the West, man.
And it could just be talking about the West.
I see it as a possibility.
That's the other bit. But I really
just think it's
it could be.
It's like I think it just listen to the massive amounts of leaps of coincidences that need to happen in order for it to happen. Like he's for whatever reason, the end of this flashback happens. He is not long on this island anymore. This island technically doesn't exist anymore, like La Lucia or God Valley or O'Hara style, right?
Yeah.
And keep in mind, God Valley and O'Hara, both also in the West Blue, 2 other islands that don't exist anymore that could also potentially be Thriller Bark or something like. So it's like we have multiple instances in the West Blue of these islands being wiped off the map. Plus, however many other islands are also in the West Blue.
Yes.
So for one reason or another, Brook isn't there anymore. He joins up with the Rumbar Pirates. He goes into the Grand Line, meets Boone, goes all the way near around the Florian, loses his whole crew, gets lost for 50 years in the Florian Triangle. And then lo and behold, or it's like 45 years, I guess, until Thriller Bark shows up because he lost his shadow 5 years before we meet him. So 45 years later, the exact island or a part of the exact island that he is from shows up after getting made into a boat. It's just a huge coincidence when it could just be any other island.
A lot about a lot of
that's
things.
That's classic One Piece. It's the way One Piece is written.
It could. No, I'm not saying it's impossible. That's the thing.
Magically,
I'm not saying it is impossible.
The guy at Twin Peaks, also Roger's doctor. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot
but
of
that's the thing. I'm not sitting here saying it's impossible. I'm saying it's really, really, really unlikely compared to it just being any other island from the West Blue.
And I see that point exactly, but I just think Oda would not have used that as a line. Oda's very specific about the things he makes characters say and the way he has them say them. And I just feel like he wouldn't have been that specific, especially with the soil of our homeland part, without it meaning something. You know what I mean?
I will say that's the best example I've seen about this. I hadn't heard that until this like pod right here.
You
so
said
like
you were
I think
come
that's
back
actually
and
a really
my video, but you didn't because that's in the video.
facts.
No,
I definitely did not. I did not. But yeah, no facts. Like that I think that's the best argument towards it. And I wouldn't be mad either way. I think it would be really, really cool if that does end up happening. And if it doesn't, I'm not missing anything. But dude, I'm personally stoked to be back in a or I'm stoked to be in a Brook flashback. It's not that I'm inherently happy just that another flashback happened, but to be completely honest, guys, now that we are 1,183 chapters in, are we really surprised that a big fight is being broken up by a lot of new information? As if this isn't exactly how One Piece has been written for every arc the entire time. Like, I get it. we are getting a lot of flashbacks in Elbath, but like the level of info and quality of these flashbacks and like crucialness to exactly what's happening right now is, I don't know, like the Brook flashback. Like, how long have we been waiting for the Brook flashback?
Exactly.
We've always known
like,
there's going to be so much more.
Anything else?
Just to put it into perspective, people were also bitching about the Kuma flashback when it first started.
Facts. Absolutely.
And look at where we are now. And so it's like, I just like, this is something I've been saying more and more recently, because it has been becoming more and more self-evident as I take a bigger step back and I just stop wanting to think and just wanting to know and just enjoying the series that is in front of me and not just fixating on all of the could be's and what have yous and like the what ifs and like everything. It's like One Piece fans, for the most part, don't actually know what they want. They're just
most fans.
They're just a part of they're just a part of the whatever the loudest voice is, and usually it's a negative, and that's just how the internet works. But like it's like just sit back and relax, dude. Like we're getting served peak, and I'm here for it. And I'd be here for it if this were over in 3 chapters. I'd be here for it if we spent 10 chapters here. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
just trust Oda.
No. I am very with you on that.
I have to bring something else up though. I want to clarify too. That's not the only thing I'm thinking about this. Mostly as a Brook fan, he's my 4th favorite Straw Hat. I've said that numerous times. This is just, it's amazing to be here finally. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just feels like the right time. But other than that, I'd sent this to Vex the other day because I was going into a fucking spiral. I sent Vex this message exactly word for word. I've been theory crafting on Brook for 5 hours straight, just thinking of what's going on. Hesperia could be from the word Hesperia, which means western land, which is associated with Hesperatus, which were the nymphs who protected the golden apples, also known as the Daughters of Night or the 3 Fates. And then in the chapter, Brook said that Gunko, it was like 3 people were inside of her, and one of the 3 Fates famously betrayed their overlord. And then what did we see from Gunko in this chapter as well? Betrayed their overlord to tell Brook to run and release them from their restraints and stuff like that. So I think I have found some kind of loose inspiration for what's going on here. I don't think Oda's going to follow that storyline. I think this might just be like, you know what I mean? Because Brook, obviously tied to Greek mythology. He looks like Chiron. He's a fairy to the underworld and shit like that. But yeah, this is just insane.
Yeah, dude. So I got to ask you boys, is Candel... Well, she's obviously a baddie, but
fuck yeah.
Are we getting a low-key Estrid moment? Because I'm actually starting to see some conversation about her potentially being the reason things kind of collapsed. So I want to point a couple things out that I noticed in this chapter.
Oh yeah, hit us.
The juxtaposition of the king and queen of this country. The king, we meet him wearing just like a dirty tank top, like kind of disheveled, like not fully shaven, not wearing super crazy regal stuff, trimming hedges, which just a king of a kingdom normally wouldn't be doing something like that. Not to say it's unheard of, but it's a little odd. And then when we see her, she's like the epitome of opulence. You know, she has stars sparkling around her. She's wearing like a super decadent like outfit and everything. She's adored by everyone, and also she seems to be powerful. With Shuri saying, "I want to get as strong as my mom, not as strong as my dad, but my mom." And she's got a sword on her hip. She's definitely the one running that place. Like that part is like
shout
not
out
really
to
the
King
question. But damn right.
Said the same thing.
Yeah,
you've been in that chair, bro.
That's where I got the bit, brother.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Will.
So yeah, I have seen a couple
boyfriend
theories bouncing around.
Sorry. Go ahead. I'm so sorry. We're on time, I guess.
No, you good, bro. I've just seen a couple theories going around that, you know, some people are mistrusting Candel to a degree that I didn't initially. I didn't get that on my first read through. I did get like the juxtaposition, but like I really do wonder if somehow she's maybe the reason. Because look, we've heard about the king dying, and Brook is mad that the king was killed, and Brook said that he owed his life to the king. Yet the queen seems to be in this interestingly powerful position. And I'm just curious, you know, like where are you boys at? Do you think it's possible she's kind of the bad guy in this flashback?
George in the chat had pointed out that it's, you know, it's the outfits that match the Holy Knights. And I'd said this during my live stream with Cube of the Red Sea, friend of the homies, you know what I mean? We all know him, love him. we were talking about this, and I don't know if necessarily she's a holy knight per se, and Brooke is a holy knight, but both of their outfits are very reminiscent of what we saw the outfits of the holy knights kind of looking like.
Yeah, that's a good
at
pull.
Marie Joie. And it makes me wonder if not she's the reason Gunko belongs to the world government, and more specifically the Manmeyer family. We do not know the last name of this kingdom's leaders.
That's true.
And it could turn out to be Manmeyer, which would fit with God Valley as well. Because how else is Gunko going to get under possession? Because from what Brooke said, they went to Marie Joie, and no one heard from them again.
Yeah, exactly. And then he found out that, you know,
she's alive
this king
now.
that he loved was killed.
Yeah, and found out
the
king was killed. Which and the country destroyed. Maybe the Candela, if she's not evil, she went into service to try to free her child and maybe, you know, stop them from destroying her kingdom. Obviously, that did not work.
It's very possible that she died trying to protect Shuri as well. You know, that's kind of what I just initially, like, Occam's razor kind of presented, because, like, we just don't know anything about Candel. It's like, you know, she died one way or another, probably. And if she didn't, then she's like then she would be a holy knight at this point. But it's like, it's interesting, and I'm really, really curious. I mean, obviously, we have, like, virtually no information on her yet, and just this is such an early piece of all this, but so curious about Candel, and just really how this all played out.
Same. Same. I love Brooke. I'm ready to see what's going on with him. I was hoping we'd get a last name for him finally, because none of the fucking Straw Hats have last names for some reason. Actually, no, quite a few of them do, but you know what I mean. Like,
I was like, hold on,
hyperbolic. I'm being hyperbolic.
Hold on.
But nonetheless, like, I was hoping. I even joked with Vex. I was like, "Is Humming his last name?" like Humming Brooke, you know.
I love the fact that Homie's obviously doing, like, the radio, like, wake up, you know, good morning,
so
everybody.
Get my gun!
And everyone's shitting on him. Like they're like, dude, shut up. Like, oh brother, this guy stinks.
Brooke being Robin Williams coded is not, it was not on my bingo card, but like that whole, like, good morning Vietnam.
Oh shit, hold on.
I love that.
Yep, absolutely love it.
I think, I don't know, I'm not trying to, like, theory craft like crazy. I just think that the most obvious I'm not going to, but the most obvious kind of thing I can draw this to is Sabo being framed for taking out Cobra. Like, that was what was in the newspaper. So a lot of people were led to believe that, or the public was led to believe that. This is 70 years back. This is before Big News Morgan's time. From the ages that we know from, like, I think it's like Viva cards, but like, so this is like, I don't know how the word gets out, but I don't think that Brooke has an eyewitness account of what happened. I think he was fed misinformation. I think that he was told how to feel about this person, and that there's obviously going to be some subversion there, and there's a bigger thing in play as to what happens to the king and likely the queen.
Yeah, because he outright believes it. You know, like, we know from, like, the way he reacts.
He was conflicted.
Gunko, that
he was like, I don't know how to feel. He literally said, I don't know how to feel.
But he said, I don't know how to feel after Gunko did a couple things to kind of help them out. All I'm getting at this point is, all the way up until the moment he is confronting Gunko, he truly believed that for some reason Princess Shuri did in fact kill the king. Like, he believed that story. It's not that he was super doubtful of it, but now seeing all this stuff, he's got enough peace to be like, this really does seem weird.
Do we think that, not the theory craft, but do we think that Emu flipped Candela or Shuri initially, and then
I think probably very possibly flipped Candel. Shuri, I don't know. Emu has multiple ways of controlling people. I feel like it doesn't simply have to be like, I don't know. I actually don't know. I should just leave it at that.
I don't even think it has to be in, like, I don't think Emu has to be directly involved. It's probably just another holy knight, right? Yeah. Like, and then obviously Emo got involved by the time they became like a god steel or whatever the fuck. But like, I don't think that Emu legitimately has to be involved in this, like a God Valley or an Elbaf incident. This could be any other holy knight.
They have to be involved to the extent of Shuri. To the extent of Shuri.
Shuri.
Yeah,
well,
Shuri,
they could. That's like, so. But Shuri could have been brought to Emu. We know that they went to Marie Joie. So it's like, I don't think on this specific island, I don't think Emu has to have anything to do with these events per se.
I would argue not necessarily on the island, but at Marie Joie, like, Emu saw Shuri, because like we know Emu's got a thing for blue-haired characters. Like just plain and simple. Like we genuinely know that. And
Yeah.
also like Gunko has a relationship with Emu that we have not seen anyone else have. Like Gunko is in the throne room, or at least somebody who looks incredibly like Gunko with the heterochromia and everything is shown multiple times, like directly serving Emu, not just being a blade of God, not just being a holy knight, but like being a literal in the room servant. We have only seen one other character ever inside that room, and that was Rox. So like not even the elders and stuff seem to go in there, which for that reason alone, I would say that Emu had more of a hand in this pot than in a lot of other instances, but that would just be my only reasoning behind that, because I think Emu sought out Kandel, and maybe Kandel died, so then Emu jumped to the next best thing, or something like that. There is something about that family, that lineage, that Emu likes.
Yeah.
Or wants
I
or
have to
needs or
agree.
something.
And
And very possibly just farming another
Shuri's
vessel.
definitely Luffy's mom. You're right, Jacoby.
For sure.
What?
Yeah,
Obviously.
no,
Obviously.
I'm fucking around.
Her and Tritoma.
Yeah, her and Tritoma. Listen though,
Yeah.
that hold on. No. Let's not go down there. Let's not go down there. But no, I think you're right. It's got to be something like the Man Meyer angle. I think is important as well in some aspects, but I think that, like Vex is saying too, we just got to trust Oda, dude. Like he's gonna cook
Facts.
something
Oh,
fucking
yeah,
amazing for us.
Oh, I'm stoked.
I
Yeah.
brought back my old catchphrase for when I do my manga things on TikTok, and Oda's a fucking madman. You
But,
know what I mean?
dude,
Like he is.
Yeah, dude. And one more thing I just have to super glaze about this chapter, and a page that I just feel like isn't being talked about enough, and maybe I'm just not watching enough TikTok. I don't know. But just the fact that Brooke in this flashback is shown doing the Joy Boy pose or the Nika pose at 4 a.m. at the sunrise. Like, just obviously it's so on the nose, but like, dude, that's so freaking important. And then just how important music is in every deity that we have seen. Like, it's just there are so many connections to Joy Boy and Nika, and like just godliness with Brooke and this entire country.
He did
crazy.
the same thing in Fishman Island. He jumped in front of the moon doing the Nika pose. And think
Yep.
about what Luffy said throughout the whole first half of the series before they met Brooke. We need this and a musician. We need a musician next. We need a musician.
Yes,
Something-
exactly.
You're talking about godliness, and that's like a perfect segue also to we haven't even brought up who the fuck Dozon is.
Listen, I have my thoughts. I said it on my live stream, and I kind of I don't regret saying it, but like it was just one of those in the moment thoughts. Is like it made me think of the Dosandata immediately, like, and maybe the race was named after their most famous member. But then you know what I mean, that's probably a nowhere statement. But I think there's an option that a lot of people haven't been considering. That's potentially Joy Boy's real name, because without context, we don't know. You know what I mean?
Oh.
He could be saying
Like
Joy
the Will
Boy's
of D,
full fucking
the
name.
Will of Dozon, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That I no literally hadn't considered that even a little bit. That is brilliant.
He's been talking
I'm
about
gonna
Joy
steal
Boy
that
this whole
theory for
fucking
sure.
time. He's yeah, you motherfucker. No.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. I'll write
get
that
you, you
one
son of a
down.
bitch.
Clip it. You heard it here
Yep.
first.
Clip it, guys. No,
Here comes another
no.
totally original Jacoby theory.
I don't
it-
think it's the Joy Boy thing. I think it's like something from before his era. If like it's kind of like where my head's at, because like I don't know. It feels weird to include it here and not earlier when we've had Emu specifically say Joy Boy's name before.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't know. That's my
Yeah,
only
I
kind
would
of perspective.
argue-
It's not damning evidence against it. It's just like
Of course.
vibes aren't really there for it for me. You know what
I
I mean?
just thought about like he's been cursing all of these people this whole fucking time. What if he just slips Joy Boy's name in there? And because we have no context, it's a possibility. I think the more likely answer is the word itself means like the katakana they use for it, the kanji, whatever it is. It means Earth Mountain or something like that. Could be name of the potential Earth god. You know what I mean? What were you gonna say, Jacoby? I'm sorry.
No,
The One
you're
Piece
good.
Decor.
I think, I mean, just on the Occam's razor side of this, I think it's just the previous user of the Needhog fruit with Ratatoskr, or with Ragnir. I think it was the last person who wielded that. So, not inherently Lord Elbaf either. When I say that, I would like to specify that I'm not saying
Not
that
the war
default
god.
means that it was, or War God Elbaf, or
Yeah.
not necessarily him. We don't know when the last time this fruit was active. It's been at least over 400 years because, like, what, Yarul's the oldest giant that we have.
Mhm.
So it's been at least over that, but like I think it's highly possible because like this is all coming off of a conversation that Emu was having directly with Ragnir, being like, so you wait, like, so after you betrayed me, he calls him a traitor. After you betrayed me, you have like sat and waited for the next user this whole time, waiting for someone who would come along who would be strong enough to actually do something against me. And then he says, and then like from that moment, like, and because I can't turn you or Luffy, specifically Straw Hat Luffy, which is
Yeah.
interesting. He doesn't call him Joy Boy or Nika. He calls him Straw Hat Luffy.
Yeah, Straw Hat Luffy.
He says, since I can't turn either of y'all, I'm gonna have to kill you just like I did Dozon.
Mhm.
And I'm thinking that's it. Like Emu killed the previous Needhog wielder, and somehow, some way, Ragnir was able to fuck off to Elbaf and hold down that fruit ever since that day. Like that's where I'm at on this. That feels like it makes the most sense based on all the context clues around how this conversation was had.
Do we think
Or
potential
Dozon is just
will
kinda
of
curry.
D, though? Like Vex was saying earlier, you had mentioned like the will of Dozon. Do we think that's a possibility here? I mean, there's got to be so many D names we fucking hear that it's going to be one of them. You know what I mean? Like,
I do think it's a possibility. Yeah.
Like the people who are thinking that like the Davy is still the D thing, even though we have
Davy
a guy
D.
who's
Jones.
literally named Davy. It's like I just don't. So I think that it has to be something. But if it's like this left field random footnote in one chapter and then it becomes like, I don't know, it's like I feel like it has to be something a bit more supported, and like we won't find out for a really long time. And if Oda pulls it out where it's like this name becomes mentioned more, we get more hints to it, there's like more breadcrumbs laid out, I'm fine with that. But if this is like Nika getting mentioned 20 chapters before the Gear 5 reveal, I don't think I'm gonna like that. Kind of similar with how I felt to the whole Zaza thing. It's just it needs to be more supported for something this grandiose and overarching.
Getting a new name this late in the game is kind of wild, you know.
It's a bit diabolical.
Unless it's someone
like,
we've already heard a lot about. You know what I mean?
Exactly, which I like the idea of it being, you know, Joy Boy's been a nickname this whole time. So like finally getting a kind of like undercover reveal of Joy Boy's first name. I'm not mad at that. Like I do think that's a possible theory. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not leaning heavy towards Dozon is causing the will of D, but I do like the concept of that. Like, it's possible. Anything is possible, you know. First world Elbaf, second world Dozon, third world Loki. I kind of like that, Will. You're kind of cooking there, bro.
Yeah. That actually is kind of cooking. Yeah, because I like the idea that it is the previous user of the Needhog fruit. Like that does make a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, just in the concept of us already going against it, Cody, how are you feeling about this Dozon name or this chapter in general?
It's an alright chapter. It's more like cool. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I really have no thoughts. I'm just like we really just cut away from everything. I'm just gonna let Oda cook. I'm so checked out of it. I'm so checked out of One Piece because of this. It really got me. I'm just gonna let them cook.
So this one really bothered you, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's not that I'm even I'm not even. I'm just numb. I really just truly don't care.
Yeah. Valid.
Yeah.
It's like anything negative I say about it, I could just say as many positive things about it, and I'm still gonna have these other negative things in the back of my mind that are latching onto it, and that's my own predisposition ruining the experience for me, and I don't want to ruin it for y'all. Like, I'm glad y'all are like loving it, and that's awesome. Like, I'm just gonna let them cook.
Fair enough.
I mean, to speak on that briefly, I don't think you speaking your opinions would ruin anything about what we're feeling for the story. Like, that's kind of the whole point of this podcast, is to talk about shit. But I get where you're coming from. There's been several moments throughout Elbaf that have taken a lot of wind out of my sails, and like I don't like being a Debbie Downer about it either, but like I'll still spit my shit. I'll just be like, yeah, it was pretty good. And like if I have anything to elect, like I don't know. I'm not super invested in what's happening in the present day. Like it's kind of it's gonna happen eventually. But like I'm
the complete opposite where I really just want to come back to Elbap.
Yeah. I'm enjoying a lot of what's happening on present day Elbaf. Like it's heat as fuck. But I've not had that thrive to theory craft at all lately. Because I'm just gonna be real, I got a fucking huge W, like the biggest one of my that I will ever have with the emu shit. Like it didn't take the wind out of myself. I feel vindicated, so I don't feel like I need to theory craft.
Yeah, you got that. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
I predicted
you caught the dragon.
I caught the fucking dragon. Yeah, I fucking predicted emu's power set basically.
It's crazy.
I almost to a T. You know what I mean? Like so I can't. I don't know. And then when we got this brick chapter, it put that back into me. And so I will be thankful for that. That said, I do see the frustration with cutting away from such a major fucking, like, part of the story. We're having the first battle with the final villain. Or potential.
Dude, the way Cody's feeling is how I felt every time Bellamy was on screen and fucking Dressrosa.
Yeah, you're just wrong. I'm sorry.
Cody's justified though, so it's different. Yeah. But
justified. Yeah, no.
I think the way
my bad, I forgot.
The way that this gets pulled back though is that if Gunko present day has some instrumental value in deterring emu in the present day. Like if we need this right now in order to wrap up things present day, I'm totally fine with it. But like if it's just like a random thing, yeah, it's gonna feel a little bit weird in retrospect, but I'm just gonna let it cook. You know what I mean? But I get the frustration. I totally understand that. That's how I was feeling about the whole Loki Herald thing originally. I was like, we're doing this? Like not the original flashback when we got to like the Loki flashback, but when we got a flashback inside of another flashback, I was like, we're doing this right now? Like really?
Yeah. I call it the flashbackception, like because it just was flashbacks on top of flashbacks on top of flashbacks. Like it was.
But I'm just gonna assume that whatever we figure out about Gunko / Shuri in all of this is necessary for getting rid of emu in the present day.
It's gotta be.
I understand why we need this right now. Jinbei Oda took over Jinbei for a second and said, "Hey, yo, Brooke." We can't move forward unless you make this shit up. Like we can't go past this till this is resolved. So I get why it's happening, but it's like if for some reason after the events of this flashback take place, and we could have had a Brooke development on like, oh, this is Princess Shuri, and like this could have been post Elbaf. This could have been an email. Like this could have been an after the fact of like, oh, we could have had a Zoro Sanji moment. Like we were really building up to some shit. I thought.
Yeah,
and that's the thing with the SBS reveals. with the SBS reveals too, it's like the more things that get put into weird. The SBS
I mentioned that with you. That it's Zoro, the right hand man of Luffy.
Higher. We have to specifically clear a bar, or else this could have just been put in the SBS. And the more substantial things that Oda starts to cram in there, which I think it has been getting more substantial since post Wano, then it's like this has to mean something if we're putting it in the main panels, right? It just has to. So I'm coping, but that's where I'm at. You know,
I have to agree.
Yeah, it's like I have to let him cook, and it's like I'm never gonna put down One Piece. I love it too much. It's like there are moments in the points of the story where I'm like, oh my god, Oda, please, for the love of God,
Elbaf has been rough for me. I'm not gonna lie, like a lot. If people say it's the best arc they've ever had, like I get that. That's cool. I love that for you. But Elbaf has been really rough for me as far as my level of investment. And like I completely just do not care to invest my stocks in any theories from now on, because like a lot of what Oda's doing, it's just like it's not shit that I thought he would do, and it's like I'm just gonna sit back. I'm not gonna bet on any horse right now. I'm just gonna sit back and just assume it's all part of the plan. But like I get where you're coming from wholeheartedly, Cody, because this has happened to me like 4 times this arc already.
I think it'd be really funny if next chapter we continue with the flashback as normal, and then it's Jinbei cutting in and is like, that's great and all. Decision now, later. Like
that would actually be funny.
That
as
would
hell.
actually take me the fuck out.
That's
That would be so
Oda
One
coded,
Piece
too.
comedy.
Yeah, that's so Oda coded as well. Like we get like 4 really awesome fucking pages that gives us a little bit, and then he's just like, Brooke, there's a time and place for everything.
Yeah. Wrap it up, brother.
Wrap it up.
I'm laughing at Will in the chat. Cody, don't look over your shoulder.
Wait, why?
He's standing right behind me, isn't he?
Is he
Wait,
behind me?
what? What?
Oh my god! Guys, the whole time during the game, we're gonna have him up. Don't worry. Let's just
yeah.
let's keep checking. Yeah, it'll be awesome.
Well, that being said, boys, do we want to move on to kind of the topic or a low-key topic of this pod, this number 20 pod?
Yeah, do you like triple D's?
Huge fan.
Diners, drive-ins, and dives. It's pretty good. I'm not a fan of watching
Sorry.
Guy Fieri take massive bites of food,
Yeah.
but the holes in the wall are peak.
Yeah, but I like
love it.
massive tits.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Okay.
I thought we were talking about the triple D's, maybe. Anyway,
Is
demons,
Titania
destruction.
No,
Back
no,
to
no,
the
no, no,
soap
no.
thing.
I don't think that's what we're talking about.
That's not what we're talking
Is
about.
Titania here?
Cody.
Be so for real with me right now.
No, we are actually gonna carve out a little bit of time in the stream and talk about
20th
something that is very near and dear now to all of us.
Yes.
One of the first 3 episode tests that we did passed with flying colors by all of it. We actually did a 4 episode test,
Because of how
as
good it was,
advised
yeah.
by one of the homies. Lucas had put some of us on. Cody, I think, had already watched the whole fucking thing previously, but we are going to revisit Monster and get a little bit of a retrospective conversation about it, seeing as we have now officially all completed the series.
Yes, we have. Yes,
in time
we
for our
have.
20th episode as well, which we have to say is a feat. Guys, we're coming up on our year anniversary. It's just over a month away. Like, what a 20 episodes it's been. Fantastic. So glad to have experienced this with you guys. But more importantly, as the guy who watched this first, or read it first, I should say, what are we thinking, boys?
This might be the best anime of all time.
Holy shit, my boy!
It might be. It actually might be. And maybe not even anime, it's perfect. Guys, it's perfect. No notes. I've
got a lot
given
of
10
notes.
out of 10. I actually had an insane amount of notes, but they're all positive. Like I've given 10 out of 10 to any anime ever, and that is Campfire Cooking in Another World. And my reasoning for that, when I'm scaling something like that, when I give something a 10 out of 10, it's because it has literally no bad episodes. Not one skippable episode, not one moment that's like or I didn't really, it's okay if the story moves me in a certain way or not, but like this, like Campfire Cooking sets out to do something and it nails it every episode, and that's why I give it a 10 out of 10, not because it's the best ever. Yeah. Monster does the same thing though. It sets out to tell one of the most thrilling thriller drama stories I've ever experienced. It happens to be in anime form, but I don't even want to compare this with an anime lens. This is just an incredibly good story. Like on a degree that's just hard to fathom. Literally 10 out of 10, and that's with 74 episodes, dude. Not one of them was bad. Not one of them was boring. The twists, the turns, the interweaving of characters. I'm blown away. I'm shook. And what an ending, dude. What an ending. Johan, possibly the best villain of all time.
He made it. He's my number one. He is my number one.
Yeah.
Johan Liebert is everyone always tries, like, if you ever wanted to know how to write a sociopath, like a true sociopath, not a psychopath, a sociopath, someone who manipulates things in fiction, do a study on Johan. This is it.
Yep.
This is the definitive, like, just the whole fucking, I don't even care that I'm smoking right now. I'm gonna take off my camera. I put it out, don't worry. But like when he like does the, okay, do it here to Tina, and it's like, oh my fucking God, dude. He played all of it down to the moment where he's like, this is it, shoot me in the fucking
I'm
head.
standing, yeah. And dude, the poetry of the serendipity of the kid's drunk father showing up and just seeing a monster attacking his son and just being the one literal single variable that Johan could not predict and control. Being his downfall, and then that leading to Tenma needing to be the one, because like if that guy dies, then this poor kid's drunk dad is now also a murderer. So like on multiple levels, on Tenma's own moral code and on the honor of this kid and this kid's potential future, like
it's
Tenma is now
deeper than
forced
that,
to
though,
save
too.
Johan yet again.
Because the person who basically puts the scalpel in his hand is Lunge. He literally says, "We have a world-class neurosurgeon right here." And
right
I'm like,
here,
"Ooh,
that's
fuck."
Lunge is such a goat.
After chasing him down, though, the entire fucking series, like
to the
I can
brinks
remember
of hell.
Cody, when he first started watching the series, he's like, "I fucking hate him. I can't stand him. Why is he harassing Tenma so much?" And like, it was just so crazy to be like hearing that, because I felt the same way when I first started like reading it. You know what I mean? But by the end of it, he's just, like you said, Jacob, he's the GOAT. Like, he made it through the series, knowing what was going on. And even after they're like, "You're fired," basically, he was like, "Fuck you, I'm going to fucking solve this case."
Yeah.
Like,
Runge is proof that not all cops are bad.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Munch,
He's my
chomp,
favorite
chomp,
character.
gobble, gobble, gulp.
I'm going to say it right now.
Kramer?
Lunge is my favorite character.
Lunge was?
No.
Grimmer's
Lunge.
my favorite character.
Yeah.
He's a good character. I love Grimmer. I'll speak more on him in a bit, but
Grimmer's my
I
favorite
need
character.
to talk
He's my
about
favorite
Lunge. Specifically, he is such an interesting depiction of somebody who is neurodivergent, somebody who's very narrow, like they're very focused, hyper fixated on accomplishing something that they are set on to the point of driving out their family and being estranged. And that is something that honestly resonates with me, because I struggled in a lot of my 20s with really, really, really just barreling my head into just work, and losing out on a lot of precious time I could have had with loved ones. And that hurt me to see him struggle and actually care, but not know how to put it down and to like focus on what needed to be focused on. To see the way that these social interactions surrounding Lunge were written made me truly hurt for Urasawa as an author, as somebody who was able to depict this. I know what you've been through.
Yeah.
And if you yourself haven't been through it, Urasawa, you are intimately aware of like the interworkings to a point that truly hurt me in my core. I love Lunge.
If I can be honest though, that's just Urasawa's writing, man. He understands his characters so fucking well. It's like, and I know you said we get into him later, but I'm going to speak on him in a moment. Grimmer, like in the moment where he's talking about how he couldn't even cry at the grave of his child.
That's
like,
what I want to bring up. Yeah.
It's, you feel the weight of that moment and him saying it to Tenma, and he's still in that moment, like it's hard for him to shed a tear. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
Like,
and him pushing it to the point of like that, the dude who did it to him being like, "No, you don't get to die today because you need to watch. You need to see what you've done to these kids. You need to see what." And then that moment when we lost Grimmer, when he passed away, and homie was right there watching it, and he broke down on his hands and knees, like, "What have I done?" Like truly seeing what he took away from these kids. Like that moment had me awestruck. Like and to Vex's point, like. Just like I was explaining this with my girl, because like she was kind of watching me watch like the back end of this today, and I was talking about how sick of a character Lunge is too, because like I don't think I've ever seen that level of neurodivergency depicted in such an accurate manner. And then but also watching him grow through that, him have these come to these realizations, and just like everybody grew so freaking much in this series, and grew from insanely deep depths of issues from whatever corner of trauma they deal with.
And it's not always them in the spotlight that we get to see their growth, but sometimes it's the side characters. It's these little side quests. It's the couple that picked him up when he was hitchhiking that talked about their son. And it's the doctor from the village Not even to talk about Dr. Reichwein, one of my absolute goats, top 3 in the series. But like, there's so many. Even getting the lens through Roberto, who I fucking hate, we still get to understand so much more about these characters through the greater step. Like, if you take a big step back and like, we're understanding through multiple psychologies the way that these characters are growing and butting heads and crossing paths, and when it all culminates, it really does amount to just an absolutely absurd series of events. I think this is undoubtedly a 10 out of 10. There is no question in my mind that this is a 10 out of 10. What I will say is that I think the front half is far superior, in my opinion. I think it has a really solid last episode, but I did want a bit more time in the latter half. I think that there was a point where all of the plot seemed to serve so many other things. Everything seemed so perfectly, intricately, and deliberately interwoven, and all of these core themes were being hammered in and set up so ridiculously well. The mystery was perfect. Every single character motivation was perfect. All of every event made perfect sense. And then there is a point, and I think it's when we cross around the point where we cross the Czech border, so just after we meet Grimmer, where the plot just starts to plot, and it's not bad, but it does feel like there is a point where we are no longer getting things that make perfect sense, and we're just getting things. And that is fine. I'm not complaining. I still love this series. It's still a 10 out of 10. But I think that a lot of what we get in the latter half is just not as well executed, in my opinion. It's still peak, though.
I feel like that tail end served to do one last circumvention of your expectations. And for me, I think that's kind of why when it all wrapped up, it all kind of hit, because I can understand where, like, I know that point that you're talking about, because I felt the shift without a doubt. And it felt more like, I just wasn't quite following the story as well, because now we're
there wasn't as
getting
much
another,
of it to follow.
Yeah, there wasn't as much necessarily to be following, but at the same time, like, I think, I don't know, for me, I like the way everything kind of came back around. Like, the story worked in such good cycles to kind of spin, like again, the weaving of this like insane ensemble cast was wild. Like, we had our power players for the vast majority of the series, but like all these side characters that you fall in love with on literally like 1.5 episodes of content, and almost all of them ended up dying by the end of it. Like, it was like crazy, man. Like the way the way they handled this cast in general was just immaculate, dude.
It's so well done. Do you want to go up to the roof and play a game with me?
Shut the fuck up.
Who's the kid's name? I'm forgetting real quick.
Dieter.
Dieter. Dieter's Japanese voice actor is the same as the Japanese voice actor for Naruto, if I'm remembering correctly.
Their English voice actor is Kid Trunks. It's Laura Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
also, star-studded voice acting cast, dude.
Goated, yeah. I loved seeing the phone call. Seeing the phone call that Dieter had at the end, where it's like, no, Tenma's gonna be in town, and homegirl just drops everything. Yeah. Oh god,
dude, Tenma's redemption, man. I did not know how he was gonna get out of this, man. Like, I didn't think he was gonna end up killing him, but like the way it was just so perfectly set up for all of that to happen, and then like my realization of like, holy shit, homie's alive. Oh my god, there is a surgeon here. Oh my god, he's gonna have to save Johan now.
Yeah.
Like, dude, like, oh man, like that, just the stacking of that.
I want to know how you guys interpreted the ending in the shot of the empty bed. Do you think it was real? Do you think Johan actually escaped?
I think he killed himself.
I think so too.
Interesting. I didn't know. Yeah,
like,
honestly,
it's open ended. Like, I don't think we need to know. I think it's like, that's the whole point. Is like, he could be the monster underneath your bed. He could still be, gobble gobble, munch munch, chomp chomp shit. Like, he could still be pulling strings. We will never know. The whole point of his character was to erase himself, and this is the perfect way of doing it. And either way, if he gets away scot free, or if he no longer lives, he has erased himself.
Yeah.
but but see, for him, the perfect way to erase himself was by having Tenma do it. So then him just failing at that and then just deciding to do it himself at that point, I'm not so sure about that. I'm not saying no, but like I think another question to ask is like, did he hear his real name? Like, like in this Akoma or potential, Johan could be faking it because mastermind, blah blah blah. In hearing his own name, potentially, do you think there's a way that just could have changed? Because like this whole show showed these people finding ways to heal the brokenness that they got from this book club, and
It's crazy.
like
and from their parents being terrible people.
Yeah.
well, I mean,
And Germany doing weird Germany things.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue, Jacoby.
very specifically, they're being specifically indoctrinated by this guy who is trying to turn them into like these, evil,
Franz
perfect right wingers.
Bonaparte.
But my point is, by the end of it, you see Grimmer actually be able to feel again. Like right before he dies, he has a full circle moment of being able to feel again. Even though he didn't remember what his true name was, he never knew who he was. He did find a way to actually heal that trauma. And not to say that Johan deserves any redemption or anything like that, but with them just showing an empty bed and an open window, like right after or seemingly shortly after he could have heard what his true name actually was, and that being a core sentiment of or a tenet of this entire story is like when you take away someone's name, that's like the final level of like fully pushing them into that like monster that they could be.
I think
Bringing their name back, like I'm just like just wondering
to build
like,
on what you're saying, I think that this is his moment of accepting defeat, in understanding that he will never get his perfect way of erasing himself because his name exists now. He has lost. So
yeah, that
in conceit,
that tracks.
In conceit, maybe he just jumped.
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't run. Maybe he just jumped.
He played the game.
Yep, he played the game. He
That's
lost,
where I see it.
And he can accept his loss on his own terms too. Yeah.
Or
and
maybe he understands he's got
yeah.
more work to do, and he's gonna get working at it again, and he runs. But either way, it's open ended. He could run, he could jump. I don't know. I'm thinking, for me specifically, and the way that I've formed my bonds with these characters is that it would be very tragically poetic if he understood that he lost and he took his own life, and Tenma could not save him.
Yeah,
of all of the times that he did save him, this is the time he simply could not
save him from himself. He could save him from everything else, but not.
I think that's very poetic, and that's kind of what sticks with me the most.
Yeah,
that's a good spin. I like it.
Cody,
I did really dislike the scene with his mother though on the bench. Like I really thought we were going to get more from all of that. I think that was a bit of a fumble in the end, in my opinion, because this is like, surprise, she's just a shitty person.
Cody, tell us some of your takes on this, brother.
On Monster as a whole, or like man, I did you guys know this is the series that broke Kush Daddy's heart? Shout out.
Yep.
We started watching this, and then I continued watching throughout the night and finished it the next day with him. After I was going to finish it, and then he said, "Cody, I swear to God, if you watch this with me, you are going to break my heart more than you already have." And that's when I was like, oh, there are consequences to me watching things. Well, I'm not gonna wait for it. I'll just watch it again.
So this was the start of Cody's villain arc, is what he's saying. And he has not stopped. He's only gotten worse.
The more anime I consumed, I was just munch, gobble, gobble.
Oh my God.
I really what's her name? Eva Hyman. Her redemption arc was something I didn't think was ever even fucking possible.
Are you talking about his wife in the beginning? From the beginning?
Yeah.
Like I wanted her to be 6 feet under, 6 feet from the edge, and sing. Like I thought she was like supposed to be dead. Like we were supposed to get some magnificent comeuppance for her, and instead she turns out to be one of the actual fucking goats. So the top 5.
Actually, though.
I say
Actually, though. Like no, I'm with you on that, Cody. I'm right there with you. I loved her character arc, bro. Good pull.
From the moment she got put in the wheelchair and then like with the detective guy or the bodyguard guy, I was like, oh my god, like this actually, I should not care about you. You're
Mhm.
trash. You're irredeemable.
yet-
But no, and
then
that's
she becomes
honestly such
integral.
a crazy thing, is because this story does such an interesting job of making you feel complete opposite ways of like what you were reinforced to feel for so long, like
Yeah.
understanding the depth beyond all of this, like understanding that when we get the tie-in with Roberto and Grimmer and their childhood, and like I'm like, don't make me feel for Roberto, like
I
what are you
still don't.
doing? Like I still don't, but it's like it's
Yeah,
there.
Roberto.
You
But
know what I
yeah,
mean?
it is there. Yeah. No,
And
every single character is dynamic. Every single character has a tragic reason for being in this story in the first place.
Poor
And
Nina.
even and yeah,
Poor
dude.
Nina.
Because
Yeah.
I'm gonna be so real with you, Johan literally stole her valor. She went through everything. That's the part that
Yeah.
fucking broke me in this
Yeah,
year.
she
When
went
I
through it
like
all, actually.
when everything clicked for me, and I'm like, he's just LARPing. Johan
Yeah.
is the first LARPer. Like he's
For real though, actually. Like,
As his own sister. And that guy almost boned him as a sister.
oh yeah, dude. Guy was
yeah,
real
Phil
Get
hype.
his
Johan
butt
was
pregnant.
crazy. Oh my God.
They're gonna try.
Yeah, so-
I think.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, I want to touch on like the moment with their mom, because Vex, like you were kind of critical on it, and you know, to be totally fair, I watched these tail episodes today, so I'm still kind of sitting in this and ruminating on it. You know, haven't been able to fully put all my thoughts together, but like I did enjoy that scene as far as the fact that we got it, like the fact that we did get a moment with the mother. Um, I didn't fully grasp it. I mean, because like obviously, I guess she did fall in love with what's his name, and they kind of had a weird,
Friend.
like, yeah, like they had. I don't know. Their relationship seems super odd, and obviously, like she ended up having like dementia there by the end. So like her memories
Yeah.
were slipping, and you know, she was kind of like not remembering these things and remembering them. But it was interesting. I was happy that we got it. I'm not gonna say that it was any like it wasn't super cathartic by any means, but yeah, it's interesting to see how much you kind of didn't like that one, Vex. Where
I think
like
it was set up to be something so much more grandiose, and in the end, it was just like
A normal
psych.
conversation.
And like I think it's like I don't fault Urasawa. Like I think that there is, I don't know. I might have to read it, and maybe I'll feel differently. And
You
that's
should.
something I've been really considering doing. Yeah, absolutely. But it's, from what I got from the episode, it just felt really fucking flat to me, and it felt out of place comparatively. Because even though I do think that the storytelling took a big shift, I think it downshifted a bit after we crossed into Prague and whatnot. But like, it's like I still really appreciated everything that we got, even when plot was just plotting. And then we get this moment, which had been built up for a very long time, 74 episodes almost. And it just felt it felt like a nothing burger. And maybe that's on me for expecting something a bit more magnanimous. And it was very mundane. And
that's fair. That's fair. You kind of had a bit of a bigger image in your head for it. I guess that was my thing of like, I didn't even expect to see the mom by the end of it, to be completely honest. So when I saw her, it was like a pleasant surprise, because it wasn't something I even thought was going to happen at that point. I was like, okay, we're this deep now into the story. She's just she's Luffy's mom at this point. She's a non-character. She's a
Tritoma?
flashback character, and that's it. Tritoma, exactly.
chill.
Um,
And that's the thing, is like, if we could have, that could have been an email, or it could have been something a lot bigger. It could have been like, that's my thing, is like, if we were going to make it a nothing burger, could we have spent more time on making the plot of the rest of the events surrounding it maybe a little bit more like the first half, which I fucking loved. So it's like, that's my thing, is it's the one thing in the whole ending that really feels a bit mismanaged to me, where like I see the vision in every other aspect, and I really do love the last episode. I think that the way that it ended is the perfect way that it could have ended.
Yeah, I think you really do need to read it, because I have none of those complaints from the interaction with the mother. like at all.
Yeah, I am
I-
curious
it
to see
hit
how the
real-
manga.
it didn't hit like super duper hard, but it hit hard enough to like impact. You know what I mean? In the manga. What were you saying,
Yeah.
Jacoby? Sorry.
Oh no. I just think all that being said, dude, what a great show. This is the anime I would recommend to non-anime watchers, who like something like a crime drama and a thriller drama. I think this is just such a good, just such a well-rounded story in general. It transcends anime. I think if this was made into a live action, it would go absolutely crazy.
Yep.
I think it genuinely. I think this has to be the definitive answer for if we were gonna get a live action anime. What would you pick? It would be this one because there's no reason it couldn't be adapted other than
How do they
just
adapt the
time
stands?
constraints. I mean that is true, but I you know what, CG, bro.
Oh, well, how do you display Nen then? Like, how do you handle that?
I think we're just gonna cut that out of the story. Actually, I
You know
don't
Yeah,
what?
we're
think
gonna
Out of
that-
everything to cut, I think that's fair.
Yeah, that's
It's
what
the
I'm saying.
weakest
That's what I'm-
element.
Exactly. It's not that great of a
I
power
think
system.
this is, it's not in my specific top 10, but I think of an objective list, this
Mhm.
is one of the top 10 greatest anime that's ever existed. I think
Absolutely.
it is one of
Without
the
a doubt.
single best stories potentially ever told without needing fantasy elements, without needing like it's
Exactly.
very
Exactly.
centered in reality and psychology and things that are fully tangible to every audience that
Mhm.
has like some sort of reading comprehension. And I think that
Not many of us
it's
do.
the simple characterization of so much of the extended cast, not just the goats, but like these
Yeah.
one-off individuals we never see again, is so absolutely astounding that I just, it's whenever you look at like some of the greatest television ever created, like people always say like Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, like Vince Gilligan did such a phenomenal job writing these character interactions. This is, in my opinion, dwarfs
there.
the shit out of that.
Yeah.
No, it's above. It's
Above.
far and above,
Valid.
in my opinion.
I will say too, like since reading this manga, I don't think there's been a seinen that's come close when it comes to like that genre, that crime, like thriller type genre, at all for me. In general, really, the only seinen I'd say that probably hit up there was Pun Pun, but that was in a completely different way.
Yeah.
But yeah, Monster, it's nothing has dethroned it at all from being in my top 5 at all. Like it still holds its spot at number 3,
Mhm.
like completely.
It very
Yeah,
possibly it could be in my top 5 now.
Yeah.
I really
I-
am so blown away. Like
I
genuinely.
have
so
Tenma
blown
in
away.
my top 5 characters in fiction. Like he's just
For
the
sure,
goat.
for
He's
sure,
just
dude.
he's just the goat. I
And
think
Johan's
Lunge
there too,
is Lunge
And
is who
so
I
Lunge,
resonate
also.
with the most, but like Tenma is like Lunge is flawed, and that is
He's
what
autistic
makes me
fuck
love
with
him.
me.
Tenma is
Yeah.
just the goat through and through to
100%.
the absolute core. In every moment
In
he
every
is in,
moment.
he is perfect.
Perfect.
And
Yeah.
that is hard to do because like I really appreciate a flawed character. And the only thing that is flawed about him is the circumstances he is put into, and that is tragic. But
And
he
his
is
perceived
literally
goal,
Yes.
like we always have the looming imperfection of when he's going to do the one thing that he's telling everyone else not to do, and the fact that like
It
he
has to
finds
be
that,
him.
or like the story finds that redemption for him through it all too. Like
Yeah.
I think that's why a character without flaws works in this way, because we know that there is a flaw on the way. Like his mentality is flawed because he's looking for
Yeah.
revenge, but
everything
it
like
all
the
works out,
world
but
he
yeah.
lives in is
It's forcing it.
flawed, and
Yeah.
that is what's tragic. Like he
Yes.
has a shitty boss, he has a shitty fiance, he has like shitty colleagues, everything about the situation, he has a shitty patient. It's like
Mhm.
all of
Yeah,
this stuff
yeah.
is surrounding him, but he himself is just a perfect example of how you write this type of character. And
Yep.
I have said a million times, I've shouted it from the rooftops, I love flawed characters. It's why I adore so much of the fairy tale cast. It's why I adore so much of the Black Bulls in Black Clover. There's so many different pieces of fiction where I adhere to that type of character writing. It's just magnetic to me. This is the sole exception,
Read
and
20th
that's
Century
what
Boys.
puts him in top 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that one out too. That one
Naoki
gets brought up so
Urasawa.
much in these conversations.
He became one of my favorite mangakas of all time. Just reading Monster, and then
Yeah,
what
like,
I have
but-
of 20th Century Boys, which I still need to finish it, but what I read of it, I just every single time.
Like
that I
my
read it,
favorite character, my
goes
favorite
up there.
character in fiction, like their trajectory is that they are so unbelievably flawed that they have to break themselves to a molecular level and rebuild themselves to become something insanely different and new constantly. This is the opposite, and that's why I love Tenma so much.
Time of the goat. Thank you for the recommendation. Low-key
Hey,
changed my life
truly.
with this one, dude.
Peak. It's absolute peak.
This is
you
actual
guys.
peak. No, thank you, dude. What a treat this was. What a treat this was. I wish it was easier to find. It's crazy that the dub is not accessible anywhere by normal means.
What makes me extremely upset is that the OST that released is incomplete. There are missing tracks from the score
Ooh.
that never have a fit. They've
Dude,
never
it's got such
been
a good score.
Yeah, not in digital or in physical. There are tracks that are just unattainable through regular
That's
means.
absolutely diabolical.
You just can't have them, and that breaks my heart. There's 3
Yep.
specific
Mine too.
songs that I absolutely need. I want them on every fucking playlist in my entire catalog.
Mm-hmm.
There's a really good soundtrack, like a really, really good soundtrack.
You know, like Vex was saying about Ruby earlier, it means a lot to hear you guys talking about it with such praise. It meant a lot when Cody first watched it and to hear him going through it and stuff like that. Because I wasn't there for his full watch through, but I was jumping in intermittently, and like it means a lot to hear the series get the praise that I was giving it as well. You know what I mean? From my comrades. Comrade.
Okay, so we finished a thing.
Yeah,
we finished a thing that you
test.
assigned for homework. So now you have to finish one of each of ours.
Fuck!
Facts.
Because you haven't finished a single one of
That's
them
not
to the
true.
best of my recollection.
I finished Boichi. Or
Did
Boichi
you?
the Rock. Yeah. I watched all 13 episodes. Or
Okay,
12.
that's
I
our
think you
next
did,
retrospective.
Okay.
But Jacoby needs to
Yeah,
finish
I'm
that too.
I'm very hyped for season
I
2.
knocked that one out. I enjoyed that one a lot.
Hell yeah. But phenomenal series. Boys, we gotta
Does
talk
that-
about our homework.
Yeah, it's time to talk about some homework, guys.
D.
Which one of the craziest names in anime, Dead
Demons destruction.
Exactly.
Did I nail it? Did I get
yeah,
that
you
shit?
did. That's it.
You
That's
got
it. Yeah, it's what a wild series. First off, I want to say don't start with episode 0. If anyone ever tells you to, or Google ever tells you to, don't do that. That's apparently supposed to be left to the end. But I think this was a incredibly crazy series. A wild concept. To be real, I think I need more than just the 3-ep test to like even really truly critique it, because I feel like there's so much info we just don't have
I have
with
to
how
agree
much
there.
is set up. It's a difficult one to say. Like it definitely does pass my 3-ep test because I'm intrigued and I want to know more. But at the same time, the first 3 episodes give you significantly less than you would expect with the gravity of what's going on. An alien spaceship randomly shows up to this place and is just floating above, every once in a while sending probes down, but really not doing anything. But the government is like, we gotta nuke it. We just gotta nuke it, dude. And at the same time, we're getting this odd slice of life with our 2 main characters. It's just a wild place, but genuinely one that I thoroughly enjoyed, and I do intend to go finish. It was quite the experience, boys. How'd y'all feel about it?
I feel the same way. I think there's a lot of questions that I have. I'm not particularly connected to a lot of the cast yet, but I feel like I need to see more, especially because it's from somebody who's written a series I'm very fond of. I think that this is one that I definitely need to, like, I've already got 2 Year Eternity on the list. I really, really fucking need to go back and visit too, but this is going like right underneath that for what I need to continue and kind of pick up on.
Hope you hear that. Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely passed my 3-ep test. I think though, if I'm being honest, that Illinois being a part of like the production of it and everything, and being the mangaka originally, really did kind of up
Mhm.
it for me because
Got
I'm
you.
a fan of his work. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
nonetheless, yeah,
So you're already looking forward to it, kind of, to that degree.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think it's like 5th on my list of like things that I need of our homework that I haven't finished that I need to. But like, it's like my whole reasoning to continue is because the quality is there, and it's mostly, I said this in our recording. You can go watch it on Jacoby's Patreon, link in the description. It's like it's out of morbid curiosity more than anything else. This
Yeah.
is not selling me on that it is absolute peak in the first 3, and you don't need to do that to pass. You do not need to do that. This is a prime example. It's not really landing in like my cup of tea, like the things that I usually fuck with, but like out of the sheer morbid curiosity of the intrigue that it has instilled in me and the quality of what we have gotten so far, absolutely it passes. But it is, I think, one of the most bizarre passes that I've ever given. So that's where I'm at on it. I could speak more granularly, but you should just go watch our recording. We yap about it quite a bit.
Yes, 100%. Cody?
I think I'm with Vex, where I'm only wanting to watch this one because episode 0 really fucking hooked me. I just loved like how out of like place I felt, and I was like, I just want all these answers now. And then getting through the first 3 episodes, I was like, huh, this is
I need more.
slice of life.
Yeah,
But it's more like how is this character trying to sleep with her teacher going to be titular to the fucking world ending with the giant spaceship looming overhead? It's not out of like I think this is peak where I think that this is going to be some like grandiose storytelling. I just kind of
Want to
want to
know
know.
why?
It's kind of on a,
Why?
it's kind of on a, it's nowhere near to the level of like grotesque, but it's kind of like on that Chainsaw Man vibe where you're like, this is art and it makes me feel weird, but like I want to see what the vision is at the end.
That's how
The
Pun Hunt is
ending.
the entire time too. Like,
The ending is something I really have to shout out though, because the ending to this anime was absolutely fucking stellar in its sequence, where it's just 2 characters walking through an optical illusion,
bro.
and the
Mm.
optical illusion like creating the sense of it. Fucking peak.
We have to shout out that Ano and Lila are the actual, they're the people singing the opening and the outro.
Yep.
And they are the voice actresses for the 2 main girls that we get. And I think that is so fucking cool. It's in Japanese, obviously. Cool. So if I continue to watch this, which I will, but it's like not top of my list, but there's a couple things in front of it. I'm actually going to watch it in the sub for that reason specifically.
That's peak.
Not that I dislike the dub, but that attention to detail,
that's cool.
It's like that is really cool to understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to see it kind of as intended. And I don't think that an adaptation is going to be able to make up for that.
Yeah.
In this instance, which is unfortunate because I want that of all adaptations, but it's just simply something that you can't overcome without like dubbing the songs themselves, which we used to do back in the 90s. But like, I think that I absolutely, because I love Lila, I love Yasobi, and like I'm a fan of Ano, but I haven't like gotten big into their music, but like I'm going to now because that outro slaps. That's one thing I really wanted to point out while you were talking about that, Cody, is that you just don't see that very often at all.
Yeah. It's wonderful.
Now this one, this was a lot of fun. It's come up a lot. Obviously, the mangaka is very legendary for incredibly heavy and poignant stories. But this was just one that I was happy to finally check out because it's just been brought up in a lot of those like deeper cut conversations of bangers that you might not have heard of, but you should definitely watch at some point. And yeah, the biggest core for me is the intrigue of what the hell. I mean, kind of like to Cody's point, watching half of episode 0 before we dove into episode 1 because we realized it was like low key spoilers. Kind of was the right way to go, just on the simple fact of that made me really question how the hell we end up there by after the first 3 episodes. Like, what is about to happen in 7 episodes from there, or 8 episodes from there that gets us to that point. There's just so much to
if
this
it
world.
even does.
And if it
'Cause
even
it's like-
does, and Dakota's, or yeah, like it's so slice of life with such a looming threat. Like we are really just doing day-to-day shit, but aliens pulled up and they're covering the sky. Like this is
If Don
crazy.
Da Don was good.
Also,
Oh my
if you can,
God.
if you want definitive proof that Jacoby doesn't actually hate all 3D, go watch our recording because he literally says that's how you use it. Like
Yeah,
twice,
they
I
use
think
it right.
He
Yeah.
praises it.
Yep.
So there's
It was
that.
crazy, yeah. It's
I
like
do-
we're
I
living
do
in
praise
Bizarro
3D.
world.
It's
Granted,
recorded.
Yeah,
Caught in
you know what?
4K.
Go find out what part of it I thought was great 3D. Go check that out
It's
and
actually
report
true,
back
yeah.
for homework.
Yes.
But yeah, great watch. Something I will certainly be continuing though. This is probably like number 2 on my list. It's To Your Eternity, and then this one would be my next up one that I really
go.
want to finish. It's right there with Bakano though. Bakano, not
Bakano, I
going
need
to
to know what
deny
the
the
fuck
fact
is
that,
going on
that
with Bakano.
Bakano did some work for me too. So
Something came across my
guys,
algorithm,
we're on a good run.
and it was like, who's actually the main character of Bakano? And I'm like, that's what a good question from where I'm
Yeah,
at.
I have no idea. I
What a
couldn't tell you.
good question.
Yeah,
Like,
no idea.
Hour and a
But,
half in,
yeah.
I don't know. You know,
Who could tell you? Like, but
Does that bring
yeah,
us to our game?
I'm excited. Hell yeah.
So boys, yeah, this does bring us to our game.
Jacoby.
I got a fun one. I bounced a couple ideas around, and this is one that I landed on
Bounce
that
on it.
specifically I think this is the perfect game for me to host and not participate in. That is
Oh, it's names.
the core
It's
of
names.
this one. Oh, it's character names, baby. So this
I
is what we're
fucking
gonna
hate
do,
you.
guys.
Fuck.
Yep. This is
I'm
what we're
not
gonna
winning,
do, boys. There's a chance for everybody. We're going to do it anime by anime. We're going to start off with One Piece. I'll go ahead and just give you that. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going through the alphabet. And first person will have the letter A, and they will have to say a character. You can use their main name, their last name, or a prominent nickname. I'll be a
What
little
the
fast
fuck?
and loose with those things as it works. But if we were going to do an example, for like Bleach, you would do like Aizen, and then the next person will have
B.
a character like Byakuya would be the next one. And what we're gonna do
Does
is
it
we're
have
gonna
to be
go
from
with,
Bleach?
well, so we're gonna do categories specifically. So our first category
Oh.
will be One Piece, and it'll be One Piece characters, and we're gonna go through the alphabet. The way we're gonna do this scoring is the first person to miss. You're gonna have like I think I'm gonna give you like you guys like 10 seconds, maybe 15, because we can't have y'all lingering too long on this because we got to put points on the board and we have alphabets to get through. The first person to miss falls off, and then it's between the two of you. And then the next, like, we're going to go kind of just around the circle. And then the last one standing basically is going to get the point for each round. Yeah, we're going to go through there. I've got a bunch of I've got a bunch of animes here that I feel confident that you guys are all pretty well versed in, obviously, and they have big, large ensemble casts. If for some reason nobody can come up with a character for a particular letter, we will skip that letter, go to the next one, and then continue on without anybody falling off. If nobody can get it, but that's the only way to save yourself from not falling off is if you miss it, but the other two do.
Okay.
So, boys, does that make sense? Do we think we're ready for it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's
Let's
go.
go.
I'm as ready as I'll ever
Alrighty,
be.
guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you guys 10 seconds each to go. We're gonna start off with One Piece. Cody, it'll be you, and then Lucas, and then Vex. And we're gonna go in that order. Cody, starting off with a One Piece character, starting with the letter A. Go.
Ace.
Ace. All right. Lucas.
Barto.
All right. Vex.
Chopper.
All right. Cody.
Don Quixote, Don Flamingo.
Nice. Lucas.
Oh man, E. I wasn't
E.
prepared for E.
Quickly.
I know. Hey,
I'm gonna give you
Elbaf, the war
15.
god.
Boys, does that? All right, wait. I'm gonna have to call it. Does that count?
That counts. That is a mythological figure within the One Piece world that has a name.
They do call. All right. You know what? They do call him that in Little Garden. Okay. All right. Vex.
Fujitora.
Nice. Cody.
Gangster Gastino.
That's
Oh,
fucking hilarious. I
crazy
love
pull.
you so much.
Crazy
I love
pull.
you
I
so
love
fucking
it,
much.
Cody. I love it. All right. H. Lucas.
Hattori.
Ooh, nice. Great call.
Okay.
Vex?
Was it good? Ipponmatsu? Was that the guy?
Ipponmatsu.
Oh my god. Wild pull. But yes, yeah, the sword maker.
Some
Cody.
guy. I just remember the name.
Yeah, I'm out.
You have 10 seconds.
Jay? No Jays?
No
Jay?
Only. Yeah, there's none.
All right. Cody drops. That
classic
means
Cody
Jay goes
throw.
to Lucas. Lucas, give me a J character.
J.
Don Quixote was already named, so you can't use Joker.
Yeah. J.
This.
All right, you got 5 seconds.
Would the
He's like 5
Justices
Namekian
count
seconds.
as a J name because that's
Nope.
their name? Damn.
Nope.
That's
Nope.
Django.
All right,
Django.
Vex?
Django.
Nope. That starts with a D.
Ah, no, it doesn't.
Doesn't
In the
No,
movie,
it
it does.
doesn't.
Django counts, dude. Django fucking
Right.
counts.
But wait, it does. But you hit 17 seconds when you
Fuck.
said that. Vex, do you have
Oh,
another J
man.
name that's not Django?
Fuck, that's not Django. That's all I can think about right now. Shit, dude, I'm brain fart so
3
hard. I
seconds.
had K in my mind. Nope, I don't got it.
All right, guys. Joy Boy.
Oh my god, this motherfucker.
The funniest thing is I did this with my girl earlier and I crashed out on this one. I'm like, there is no J names. I swear to God, there's none. And she's like,
The
fucking
Django and
Joy Boy, bro.
are like the
I'm
only
like,
two I
oh
can think
my
of.
God. All right. So everybody waffled on that. So we're going to go to K and Cody. 15 seconds. K.
Hey, Killer.
Fantastic. Lucas. L, by the way.
L lol.
Nice. Vex. M.
Mancheri.
Nice. Cody in.
Niji?
Yeah. Lucas.
Call me boiled because I'm Odin.
Odin. Vex.
Oh, the Willipede, baby. Pell.
Hell. Let's go. Cody.
Still kicking.
Shouldn't be.
Q is rough.
He was
He was
That's
rough.
actually rough.
Yeah, you're good.
Right, Lucas.
Queen.
Brilliant.
Oh, okay.
Brilliant. Also, Doc Q, just for the love of
I was
the
gonna
game.
say that if it came to me. Yeah, I didn't know if it was gonna count.
But Vex R.
R. Remo Shifu, whatever the fuck his last
Insane
name
place
is.
to go
Yeah.
when Robin exists. But I got you, bro. I got you.
I'm saving her.
I was gonna say Ryuboshi, so
Lucas.
We know you were.
Lucas S.
Shanks.
Nice. Vex.
T. Tony. No, I already said Chopper. Fuck.
Yeah, you did. Uh-oh.
Tritoma.
Nice. Full.
Luffy's mom?
Lucas.
Erouge.
Nice, dude. Euroj. Nice. All right, Vex. Jobbers. Jay
V.
Garcia Saturday. You guys are killing it.
Venus Juro. Does that count?
Yeah, that's his whole name. Venus.
It's a letter. It's
Venus
one of his
Juro?
names. You said one of the names counts.
It is
It's
one of his names. Yeah, I'll give it to you. I feel like that's a light pull, but I will give it to you because it is in one of his names. You know, we don't know what the V stands for, I guess, but all right. Lucas.
Wapple.
Fantastic.
Wait, what do I have? X? Is this possible?
X.
Who the
Yes, it is.
X Drake. Oh,
Fantastic. Also, Roxy Zebek.
Your profile.
Lucas?
Oh yeah, you're right. Literally,
Why?
who's that guy? What a bum. What's
Yamato?
his shitty name?
Fantastic. And
Z. Zorro.
All right. I'm going to give both of you guys points for this one because y'all took it all the way to Z. I didn't expect us to make it that far.
I think that's worth 2 points.
To be completely
apiece.
honest. What?
I
Y'all
think
are all getting a
he's-
point one way or another.
He's begging for points. You shouldn't give it to him.
No,
Facts,
no,
facts,
no,
facts,
no,
facts.
No.
He's out here angling like. Oh my god.
I can't believe I forgot Jabra, Jay Garcia Saturn, Joy Boy.
The Joy Boy one hurt me too, but like I do.
Jew Peter's crazy. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah. Alrighty, boys. That was a great first round. Let's go to another classic banger shonen anime, Dragon Ball. All series count. Dragon Ball all the way through Super, whatever. As long as y'all can get a character that is from a Dragon Ball series, I am with it. Cody started us off, so Lucas, you are starting us off with an A character from Dragon Ball. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Android 8.
Oh wow. Free.
Fuck, it counts.
Bardock.
Free. All right. Bardock, nice. Cody C.
Chi-Chi.
Nice. Lucas D.
Dinde.
Nice.
Little green.
I'm
Vex.
probably gonna lose this round, y'all. Fuck. I'm not. Oh man.
2, 1.
No, I ain't got it.
All right. Vex has fallen off. Cody, we need an E. I believe in you, Cody. Hey, it's possible none of y'all have it. Lucas, you gotta get ready to steal
I'm still in, yeah.
You might win right here.
Yeah,
3 seconds.
I give up.
Shit. I just thought of one. I just thought of two.
All right.
Lucas,
Do you have an E character?
No. How long do I got?
I told you to get ready.
You were
no,
singing this
I-
whole time?
East
no,
Kai.
if you
East Kai.
fuck. Yeah, that works.
Dude, there it
It's
is.
gotta
There it
work.
is. All right.
All right, he's
All
got
right.
the point.
Oh my
Next
god.
Lucas
series.
gets
I
the
pulled
point.
that out of my
I was
fucking
gonna say
ass.
Elder Kai.
Elder Kai.
Brilliant,
yeah,
dude.
brother.
Yeah.
Dude,
Big ups.
good pulls, boys.
I didn't think of it.
Yep, Cody's a big ass LARPer according to the comments now.
I just don't
Yeah, no,
think
it's
of
tough.
characters when I think of Dragon Ball.
No,
think of
I feel you,
punching,
dude. I
that's
feel
it.
you. Dragon Ball's an interesting
I think
one.
of
Like E was a
Tara.
tough one for me. I didn't have one at the top of my head. All right, boys. This is one that I believe in the three of you guys to do very well in. We are doing Hunter x Hunter next.
Oh fuck!
and
Let's go.
and Vex, you are starting us off. 3, 2, 1. I need an A character.
Hey, oh god damn! I didn't think of this at all. Oh man.
That's what I fucking thought too, man.
Oh no. Nope. Nope. Oh man. If we all fumble, we get more time.
Yep.
If you two just decide to throw also on this round.
All right, Vex, you are officially past time. Cody,
Crazy.
you have an A character.
No,
It's
there
okay,
isn't one. I looked it up on Google.
Confirmed.
With bros googling.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Cody's
be called
cheating.
a LARPer again. Real? Have you
All right,
ever
Lucas,
played 3-episode test games with your
Aunt
life on the
Tomato?
line?
What was that?
Aunt Mato?
That
Does that count?
yeah.
That
If
counts.
you got
baby.
East Kai, you have to
That's
count
the way-
Nato.
That's crazy, dude.
That's a
Lucas
second
just
point
gets
for
this
Lucas.
hype out of
God,
nowhere,
I
dude.
had no idea
Crazy.
if that was gonna work. I was like, "Fuck, this is not."
That is wild.
Like,
Alrighty, boys. Back to another big three classic. We're going Naruto.
I'm
and
fucked.
Cody, you are starting us off with A. We are starting in 3, 2, 1. Cody, let me get an A.
From what anime? Naruto?
Naruto.
Yes.
Akamaru.
Hell yeah. Let's
Goat.
go.
The
B.
goat.
You said B.
Lucas.
Boruto. He shows up in the last chapter. Let's go.
Counts. I'll count Boruto characters. I will. That I didn't think about that, but I will definitely do that. Vex, let's get a C.
Choji.
Choji.
Beautiful
love-
butterfly.
D from you, Cody.
Love.
The goat of the series, Danzo.
I hate.
Ooh, hell yeah. Let's go.
I only remember.
Lucas.
I only remember this guy's name because it's funny and it's Fugle.
You're on
That's
That's
Google.
not what's after D.
Oh fuck! That was E. I'm out.
All right. No ideas?
No, I have no idea for E names for Naruto. I
Uh,
barely know Naruto names, brother. I read the series like a
That's
year ago.
crazy.
It's all right.
Bro doesn't
All right.
know Ebisu Sensei.
Ew, I do actually.
There it is, Vex. I didn't even have to call you out. There it is. All right,
I
Cody.
got you, fam.
Oh, you kind of got a layup on that last one.
Well, I mean, Lucas took Fu. I don't know. Yeah, I don't have an F1. Sorry.
All right. Then Vex, do you have an F?
Of course I do. We got the Wicked Eye Fugaku.
That's it, Fugaku. That's my pull right there too. There it is.
You could
Vex
also said
putting a
Four
point up
Tails.
on the board. So right now is Lucas 2 or Lucas 3, Vex 2. Cody, you know, he's about to make a comeback on this next one because now we're doing Jujutsu Kaisen, baby. We're doing
fine.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Shit.
Modulo also counts. Modulo also counts. And I think Cody started off that last one. So Lucas,
True.
it's back to you in 3, 2, 1. Give me an A character.
I'm
from
going to
JJK.
butcher this name. It's Aoi Todo, right? That's his.
Yep.
That's his
Yep,
full
You
name.
pronounced it
absolutely.
perfect. You
Yeah, you nailed
pronounced
it.
perfectly.
Cooked. Vex, let me get a B.
Oh, fuck, dude. I don't, B. No, that wouldn't count. Fuck, I don't remember. I don't know. I'm a fake fan.
All right, Cody, let me get a B.
Man, I'm too busy thinking of C's. I can't. I literally can't. I'm
Lucas,
sensory
if you throw
overloaded.
2, it comes back. Well, fuck, I still don't know one.
I was about to say, you better start figuring out. All right, Lucas, let me get a B from JJK.
Isn't there a guy named Bernard? I think it's Charles Bernard, but I think it's.
Yeah, he's the mangaka that fights Hikari.
Oh shit, dude!
for
Brilliant
Passion.
pull, Lucas.
What? That's a
Charles
thing?
Bernard.
That's
Yeah, he's the mangaka that
I
Hikari
just
fights.
remembered. Like,
That's.
I got manga brain, baby.
I'm gonna Google, but I believe you, Cody. That's so fucking crazy, Bernard. What a wild pull, dude. That is nuts. Lucas, what are you doing
think we
sniping
got-
these out of fucking nowhere?
he's Googling. I think
No,
that's what
I'm
he's
fucking
doing.
not. Scout's honor, baby. Scout's honor.
Brother, I know
All right.
your brain. You did not just pull that out of fucking the cosmos. Like,
We make the manga brain joke all the fucking time.
Yep, Charles Bernard, exactly like Cody said. Alrighty, guys.
wait,
I got
3-way
another one.
LARP domain clash is crazy.
Well, 20 episodes with you guys is great. You guys are gonna do great things 21 and on.
Ooh, sheesh.
Sure.
Sheesh. Alrighty, guys. We
Crash
still got
everything.
time for upsets to happen. I still got some more anime on the list here. And we are going to jump to one that I don't give a shit about, but I know you boys love. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
I'm cooked.
Starting
Chad.
off
I'm
the
cooked.
alphabet with our boy Vexus. In 3, 2, 1, give me an A character from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Muhammad Avdol.
Good shit.
Insane pull. Hell yeah. Cody, let me get a B. This is how I feel talking to you guys about anime characters. I just want to know. This is how I feel all the time. This is the state I live in.
Yeah,
Come on,
no.
Cody.
I literally can't. There's none.
Don't
There
have one?
is one
All right.
very obvious one. You're gonna kick yourself so hard.
Like
All right,
Bad
Lucas, let me get a
Company.
B.
Oh,
Do stand names count?
stand names count?
Yeah,
You just said them.
I'll give it. They're basically characters, right? Is
He's-
Bad Company a stand name? Is that?
Yes.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
I'll give it to you, Cody, since we hadn't established.
I don't
a
know if
stand
it
for
should count though, because it's not
It
the
does,
official
yeah.
stick.
It doesn't matter. I think it counts, brother. I think it does. That's what the fan base calls
Localizations
them.
are fine.
Localizations are fine. Yeah, like
Yeah, Dio Brando's crazy though.
Yeah, but that's B.
I said last names
Starts with a
count.
B. Either names
Yeah.
count.
Oh
You just gotta expand
mean-
your brain, brother.
no,
Uh,
I don't want to be a hypocrite. No.
Hypocrite. Nah, we're winning out here. All right, but either way, you got that. We're gonna move on. Lucas, let me get a C name.
a C is Caesar. There was no one
Caesar!
else I could do. Caesar!
My goat. My
Heck.
goat.
Let me get a
It was I.
Caesar!
Dio.
Dio.
Dio, obviously. Cody. Let me get an E. E's are scary for all of these.
ACDC.
I know.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna go with
It
ECDC.
does, yeah. That
Let's
actually does work.
fucking
Yeah.
go.
Is it ECDC?
It's
Yes.
EISID.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah, like,
Pronounced
Crazy.
ACDC.
yeah.
Hell
I was
yeah.
gonna
No,
say
no, fire,
Emporio.
dude. Totally fucking counts. All right, Lucas.
Where am I at?
F
F.
F.
for friends who do things together.
Excuse me.
Fuck, dude.
5 seconds.
I gotta tap out. I don't know.
All right, Vex, we got an E.
No, he'd be
It's
F, right?
F. Foo Fighters.
Or F. I mean F. My bad.
Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters.
I was gonna guess
Foo
Freebird,
Fighters?
but I didn't know if that was
Let's
actually
fucking
his
FF,
name.
go.
yeah.
Let's fucking go. Cody G.
I just had it, but then I lost
I
it
think
because I
I
got
know.
scared I was gonna have to go to F, and now I don't know.
I know.
It's I tap out. There's no way. I lost that thought. This is an awful game
Lucas?
for me.
I'm
Sorry,
out.
bro.
No, Lucas is
you got-
out.
Oh,
It's
Lucas
me.
is out. Oh fuck.
And
yeah.
I'm gonna win this point by saying Cody's favorite fucking Joestar, Giorno Giovanni.
Giorno. There it is.
Giovanna.
He
Whatever.
corrected
There it
you.
is.
LARPer.
LARPing.
Sorry.
Yeah, here we go.
I love you, Cody. I love you. I
We
love you so much. I
Cody.
love you,
We
Cody.
love
No,
you
you
so
don't.
much.
Back, I love you,
No,
Cody.
like you
I love
actually
you.
don't. Like
We
you're
do.
fine. I'm the butt of the joke. It's fine. I get
No,
it.
We love you,
Oh my
brother.
god.
It's fine. Clap it up. It's fine.
Okay.
What you gotta do
boys.
is you gotta run this game when Jacoby has to be a participant. So you can
I
watch
mean, for
him
real. Yeah,
scroll
Hey,
I
too.
know
get the
for a
get
fact
back,
I would have
brother.
lost.
We'll get a game I can win one day again.
We definitely will. We definitely will.
When Luffy returns to the One Piece manga.
Lucas, have you seen all of Bleach? Or
I've read it all,
He's
but
read
it's
it.
been a long time. Yes.
All right. I just want to make sure that you have, in fact, done
It has
that.
not
We're
been
running
that
to Bleach
long.
next. We're running to Bleach, boys. And who started us off on that last one? I think Vex.
Vex.
Me.
Can I
Yeah.
start this one
Yeah,
off?
I did.
Or did you start?
No, I did last time.
Okay, so Cody, we're back to you. Starting off with Bleach characters, starting with the letter A. Go.
If it gets to me, it's gonna be the funniest thing ever.
That is going to actually be hilarious. Cody, I'm going to give you 5 more seconds because come on, man. You got this one. I believe in you. All right.
Alright, Reggie!
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
You know what?
Oh!
You got it,
Exactly what
brother.
I was gonna say.
You got it. I'm gonna let you hold it. Aizen also exists.
Yeah, I'm gonna
You did
butcher.
say that earlier, yeah.
I'm gonna butcher this for B.
Lucas, you're going to be.
It's
Do it though.
Byakuya. Byakuya.
Byak-
It's fucking.
You got it.
Byakuya?
Yeah, I don't know how to say it.
I love
fucking-
I love how much you struggle
Byakuya.
saying that one.
Yeah, like
Byakuya.
Booyakasha, Kuchi.
Byakuya.
Oh my
I'm gonna
god.
go
Brother,
with-
damn it.
Lucas, I love you. You got it. Vex,
Yeah.
let me get a suit.
Listen, you couldn't imagine me losing. I'm Chad, baby.
Chad, I couldn't imagine you
That's
losing.
my fucking boy, though. Chad's my favorite son.
That is the goat, dude. That is the
That
goat,
is
dude.
hilarious.
Okay, Cody, let me get a D from you, Cody.
Pause.
No pause.
Gun
here,
to
boys.
Chaka!
Let's fucking do
go.
banger pull. Banger pull.
Is there a guy that's named I'm on an E, right?
Yep.
A barn or something like that? EBARN?
Lucas says as he scrolls Google.
I'm gonna look that up because there is. All right, yeah. E-Burn. He's one of the Arankars.
Okay, okay. I pulled
Osciato
that out of my
E-Burn.
fucking
That is a
ass.
ridiculous. Dude, see, that's 2 times Lucas has pulled a character that just doesn't exist in anyone else's mind.
Because of that,
Like,
I remember random
not even
character
real.
names.
The
Like,
Google
that's
know
absolutely
me.
crazy.
the Google know me is crazy.
Alrighty, Vex. Let me get a
Oh,
character.
fuck. What am I, F?
F.
F's in chat? I don't fucking No. I don't. Oh man. Oh man. F for
Vex, yeah, like
fumble.
yeah,
I don't know.
F for fumble.
I don't got it.
Cody, can you come steal an F away from the lurking legend himself?
Oh man, it's not Fujinjaku, is it? Or
That's the name of a sword, I think.
It's still a name. It's a named
Yeah, I was
sword.
about to say, wait, yeah.
That's I was trying to remember the name of the sword, but I don't. Yeah, that's the only one I could think of.
Yeah, you got it right.
I think you got it right.
Wait. Are you going for dude's
Yamamoto's
like
Fujinjaku. Yeah.
It's Yamamoto's sword, isn't
Fuji,
it?
Fujinjaku.
I think it's Jakara. I could be wrong.
Come on, then. Are you gonna come in the room or not?
There's like Fujimaru
Pat's giving him a hard
Kudo
time.
as a character, but then there is a blade that is yeah. It's Yumichika's blade.
Oh, that's the two different names. I don't know the
but,
name of that one.
I mean, I'm trying to think of which one you're going for because I feel like you're right, but I'm not seeing Fujin Jakaru like specifically.
Hey, then I think that's I think I'm cool not taking the point then.
All right. Lucas, do you want to steal an F?
I don't have any F names. I was prepared for
All right.
G.
Well then. All right. So then we forfeit, and then nobody loses that round, and we go on to G with Vex.
G with Vex. Gin Ichimaru.
Nice pull, Cody. Should have said Grimjow though. That's the real goat.
No, I'm good. He a bum.
What's after G?
H.
Yeah, you're on G. Wait, oh yeah, you're on H. You're on H. You're on H.
Hyorimaru.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I can't live without my Hyorimaru. Oh, my Hyorimaru.
I might have mispronounced this one too. It's like Ikoku or something, the bald guy that Ichigo fights.
Ikaku. I'm gonna give it to you.
It literally says Ichigo's name.
Ichigo as well, yeah. Like fucking my bad, man.
I'm gonna mispronounce this. Ikaigo.
I didn't even think of fucking Kurosaki. I know I like it.
Yeah. Alrighty. Vex, let me get a Bleach character, brother.
What letter am I on?
I.
J?
Or I.
I did I.
Or I'm sorry,
J.
J. God, dude, I'm so bad at this too.
Fucking what's his ass? Jinta.
Oh yes, Jinta. Yep. What a fucking good pull, man. People don't ever remember that fucking guy, dude. I swear to God, I don't ever think about that guy. Cody.
Kira. Tekking's favorite Bleach character. He's Kira. Kira, the guy with the
Waka's. Yeah.
How do you not
sword.
How do you not know Kira?
Dude, homie hasn't existed in the anime in years, bro.
Homie never existed in the manga. He got roboted up, and everyone's like, "Oh, that happened," and then they're like, "Yep."
All right, Lucas, let me get an L.
I'm taking the L. I ain't got nothing here.
Nothing at all?
No.
All right, he's forfeiting. Vex, can you give me an L?
You said last name is weird, great.
Yep.
My king, the Vasto Lorde, fucking Baragon Louis Bern. I forgot how to pronounce his last name, but you know what I'm talking about.
Crazy. Baragon's last name. I never in a million years would I have known that one. Good pull, dude.
That's my goat.
Pull.
That's my goat.
M. Cody.
I am so happy I got M because nobody's gonna know this character because I watched the filler. It's Muramasa. It's
oh my god, dude. Dude, pulling a filler character, especially a Bleach filler character, dude, legendary. Vex, can we get an in?
Noitra.
Nice.
A little douchebag. Nobody fucks with him.
Douchebag for sure.
Little
Cody, can I get an O? It's a tough one.
Not really.
No, it's not. It's a vowel, so it's a vowel in Japanese.
Alrighty, Cody does not have it. Vex, can you steal?
Orohime Inoue.
Yeah.
However the fuck you pronounce her first name.
Inoue. Yeah.
Inoue or
Orihime, dude.
Hime.
Yep, the
Yeah.
absolute classic. So Vex comes in with the points on that one, and it's now a tie game. It is now a tie game. We're playing ball. And I need to do a proper. You know what? Do I go crazy and do monster characters since that's what we were talking about half this podcast?
I don't know if that'd be fair to me and Cody. Both of us consumed it quite a while ago.
That's fair.
I didn't hear what.
Yeah. I was thinking of doing monster for the tiebreaker. But it's okay. We don't have to do that.
I don't think I know enough of the characters.
Yeah. I was about to say, dude, that's a tough one. I'm trying to come up with another.
You need a
anime,
girthy cast.
Yeah, the only other one I have, like, I put Chainsaw Man down tentatively, but Vex, I know you're not fully caught up on that, and I don't
I've
think
read,
Lucas is that
it
deep
all.
in that.
Chapters.
Oh,
I've read it all.
You've read it all. Oh, yeah, because y'all read it all together. I forgot about that.
I'm
Fucking
just circling
hell.
back to One Piece.
Yeah,
I never
honestly,
got a
fuck it.
definitive there.
Let's circle it back to One Piece. Honestly, we'll do that. And yeah, everybody play ball. Cody, come in, fuck up the game if you want to. You know, make this a real game, make it go all night. Who started us off last time? I think Cody started off with A. So Lucas, you're gonna start us off with a One Piece character starting with the letter A.
The letter A. I'm still on Bleach. Fuck. The letter A.
Letter A.
Apu.
Hey.
There it is.
Yeah,
in the nick of time. All right, Vex B.
Bochi, the fucking fly in full body suit.
Oh my god, that's so insane, dude. Oh my god, Vex. You are insane for that
I
one.
love
Cody,
you know Bochi's one of my favorite
I love you
pieces
for
of
that
trivia.
too, dude. That's
Yeah, you
insane.
know that's
know
one of my
it.
favorite pieces of
I
trivia.
know it. I get you.
Me?
Yes.
Yeah.
See.
Oh, well, you know, the girl I thought who was gonna ruin all of One Piece for me, Katarina Devon.
Ooh, Katarina Devon.
She could ruin Lucas.
Facts.
Lucas, speaking of which, let me get a D.
Dodon?
Pause.
Dodon, hell yeah.
My
Yeah.
dumbass would have
Vex.
said
The
Dozon.
will of D.
Dozon.
My dumbass literally would have. E? Oh fuck. I didn't think about this. I should have thought about this. E. Damn. I'm a fake fan, y'all. I don't fuck with One Piece like that.
LARPer.
LARPing.
All right, Cody, you have a chance to steal.
You see, the thing about chances is they're only viable if you use them.
If
Some people
you all
can't
throw, we just skip it and go to F.
I don't know, man. I really don't have an E character for One Piece.
Lucas,
Like,
if you throw
Lucas.
also, I'll kiss you on the mouth.
Boys, I have to be up at 5 a.m. and I'm going to hit it with the Edward Newgate white beard.
Oh, yeah, that's
And
actually
just like that.
who the fuck is born in One Piece? And Edward.
Edward. Lucas is officially the winner chicken dinner of the game. Boys and chat, I hope y'all enjoyed that. It was really fun watching you guys struggle the way I do every single second of every day of my life. So welcome to it. Had to do it to you boys. Lucas, what are we watching, bro?
Let me get my phone real quick. I had a member in the chat get my pick for me. And it is our good friend Mel.
Let's go.
We're gonna be watching Mononoke. It's a series.
Oh,
Hell
Mononoke.
yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Have you guys seen it?
I've not. This was
I've-
going to be my
I've heard
next recommendation
so
for a
much.
3 up 10.
It's literally 3 down on my list. This
Yeah.
was on
Let's
my
go.
list also.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I don't know very much about the series. I was looking it up. It looks like it's an anthology series with an overarching plot to it. I'm very excited to dive into it. I asked him to give me something that's gonna make our stomachs churn in a good way, kind of thing. So,
Dude, the visuals are insane from what
yeah.
I've seen. And the third movie is coming out this summer, I believe. And it's actually produced by Studio Kafka. which I am the biggest Studio Kafka fan you could possibly fucking imagine.
Yeah.
Because they were put together with the sole purpose of producing Ancient Magus Bride and nothing else. Yeah. So getting them as successful as possible is the main fucking goal. I want them to blow up. So this is on my list. I'm so fucking excited. I've heard nothing but good things.
Same.
Dude, the movie comes out in 2 days.
Oh,
that's crazy.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
The visuals for the movie look crazy too. Like I'm so happy that you picked this.
I'm super excited.
This is like
great.
This is gonna be an absolute fucking adventure.
Yeah. I asked him for a recommendation, and that's what I got.
Huge dubs, Mel. We appreciate you, fam.
100%.
Alrighty, guys, that has been the 20th episode of 3EP Test. Guys, this is a big kind of landmark for us at this point. We 20 episodes is a lot. Most podcasts do not make it this far, so we're really happy to be doing this. And I gotta say, boys, I love doing these podcasts every other week with y'all, and love doing the 3EP Test. So, guys, as always, tell the people you love them, touch grass, drink some water, check out the Patreon for the 3EP Test of Mononoke on the way, and also all the other previous 3EP Tests. And we'll see you guys in a couple weeks.
Yep. Bye.
Tell the people you love them.
Oh, wait,
tell the
I'm
people you
in
love
this,
it.
My bad.
Yeah, Lucas, this
You
is
gotta
up to you.
tell the people you love them.
Lucas,